Let's go like that, man. Okay. There we go. Who's this dick named Chris Satterfield? What a fucking asshole. Who would call himself Cade? Any fucking spell, dude. What's wrong with that guy? That guy's fucked up. You people should not pay attention to that dude at any point in time. That's all I'm saying. Click to enlarge. Is that all you gotta do?
Same journey as me.
Okay, who's fucked up on here? Hold on, let me check people. Oh wait, nope. I gotta go back to the goddamn comment. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see who the fucked up on here. Todd Barber. We got, he's up here making Josh Rich here from the Scorched in Arizona. Jay Knight here from fuck my email reminder. That ain't helping me nothing. Jay Knight here from Vegas. He said, hello, assholes. June Moore from England said, hey, hi, assholes.
What's going on?
I'm good. Noel Laxton's up here. He said, what up, assholes? Marquis said, what up, K-Man? Glenn Cohen said, you send love our way. Hi, guys. We love you. You know that shit. Let me see here. We got Daniel Johnson on here. What up, Noel? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Okay. For $99.99. Okay. Let me see if you can see it.
Okay, I think everybody can hear you. How they got yell.
Man. Hey, you know what? You can get some fucking earplugs. You're already being bitchy. Okay, this is my dude right here. This is my quarantine buddy. This will save you from acting like me, okay? It's custom made, one of a kind. Yep. Thank you, Danny. Cost 50. I appreciate the shit out of that. But look, for $99.99, you can have one of these, and you won't end up fucked up as I am. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? And y'all know how fucked up I am, but tell me that shit ain't cool as hell. That's my new friend. That's my quarantine buddy. So if anybody wants one, I got the info. You can buy one. $99.99. Oh, and Mom, you're gonna have to share Danny's management on this one.
And I'm not bitchy ass, bro.
Oh yeah.
I just like my hearing.
Hey, yeah, I can see my little dude up there real good. I want you to asshole.
Yeah, he's right there.
Huh? He's right there. Oh yeah, it came out good. All right, you guys see my little dude. Yup. I made some. Hey, I wasn't talking about what's in my pants. I was never calling little. Doesn't matter what the fucking situation is going on, asshole. It's my business.
White people are fucking weird.
I know, man. It's all this way.
It's
It's not a toy. This is not a toy. This is my quarantine bud. You see how normal I feel right now? If it wasn't for this motherfucker right here, you don't even want to know.
I don't want to know what your normal is.
Yeah. There's no such thing with me. You know that. You've been around me more than you.
Well, I think that is the normal.
Who the hell is all up on here? How the fuck everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. We couldn't get no sun in Vegas today, but I still went out and did some weed.
Amy Ham says hi, Patrick.
Who?
Amy Ham.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Danny said right on. Oh, damn, look. You guys got to go see her, too. She's up there on the wall over here. Asshole.
Danny said right on.
Yeah. Oh, there's Eric. Oh, Eric. Tomorrow or later on, if you're up after the show, bro, we need to talk. I got a new show coming in. You already know. You know? That's Eric Hackett from LA Story, motherfucker. Yeah, you up on here, Brian Pearson. You want this? Brian Pearson's on here from 1111.
This is that gross shit that Chris likes.
Man, no, you know what?
But I'll drink it when I'm here.
Look, it's light beer, man. Light beer.
Spicy
Light beer,
incredible.
bro. It's $7 for a fucking 15 pack of that, or 12 for Bud Light.
It tastes like if you took barley flavored water
Going on
and put
there?
a little bit of rubbing alcohol in it, maybe a little bit of
What up? I know, I'm getting the camera arranged. I'm doing
Maybe
this while
just a
he's
bit of
helping me. Because I'm going to have him bring a couple things he wants up here that are special to him. And you're going to help me throw up some shit and bring a couple things you want. Just we can put up in there. So.
Yeah.
Let you know what you motherfucker, whatever, man. Fuck you, dude. See, what happens when I'm a nice guy?
What? I just said okay. You start flipping out.
Right.
What the fuck?
I'm in a good mood, man.
I guess I got to start jumping up and down more.
It's all because of my quarantine, buddy. I'm telling you, $99.99. Free shipping.
Hey,
let's take a poll. Personally, I think he's abusive and they should break up. Yes or no?
Who said we were a couple?
What do you mean?
What?
That's fucked up, bro. Don't leave me there.
Hey, don't start singing Boston for me.
Oh, which one do you want, buddy?
Awkward.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Quarantine buddy,
Don't
90
forget
bucks.
the pink uniform.
If you really want me, you can have one for $99.99, but I'm not selling you nothing that's
You're not showing them the
No, I'm-
unicorn?
no. This one is not for sale. This is mine. Okay, this one's mine. This is no. You can't have it. I need a name for the motherfucker though. I got Buzz, I got Choker. And actually, I was gonna go with Choker because Danny came up with that. I'm not gonna lie, he made it. But he said, man, really, Choker's gonna go with
Fuckface would be nice.
Fuckface.
I called it Charlie the
You
Unicorn.
look high and I do
Remember
know
that
that.
cartoon?
He looks fucked up.
He did a good job of making me look like a fake unicorn. It's got my fucking red eyes and my FU asshole. What up, Georgina? What up, Smurf? What up, Jonathan? Oh wait, Jonathan's gonna be here. Yep, it's gonna be a wild fucking show, people. Sorry. Oh yeah, it is, dude. This is the fucking 3rd anniversary.
Oh, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. We gotta go on.
We gotta go live.
Okay.
So, I mean, I gotta get up because everything's way the fuck over here.
I know. Man, fuck.
No, actually, what I need is I need my cordless mouse is what I need.
Oh shit! I don't have a mouse.
I know you don't have a mouse.
I'm gonna go get Jonathan.
Mouth.
Our
got a
surprise
mouse.
guest is gonna be here, asshole. Oh wait, you wanna go with me and see? Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. What up, David?
Oh yeah. I love the dude, but goddamn.
So does that mic only go to the radio?
No, it's well, it goes to YouTube, but it doesn't go to his phone. But his phone, I mean, that's
We
all
can see
fine.
where he's going. Oh, creepy. Yeah, we have another guitarist walking.
Oh,
Look at Chris with his fucking finger in the camera.
Hey,
Like
fuck you,
always.
dude.
Like
We're
always.
trying to make fun of the fucking dude.
What's up,
What's going on, dude?
fellow guitarist?
Patrick, this is Jonathan.
All right, everybody,
What do you
what's
like,
going on?
Jonathan?
How's everybody doing? What's up, Jonathan?
What up, man?
I'll
Okay.
shake your hand just here.
I'm gonna
just a
make
second.
sure, dude.
Oh man.
Don't shake his
Yeah.
foot, asshole.
Yeah, dude.
No, man. No, I
Yeah,
won't. I
man.
won't.
We
I
still
won't
shake
figure
hands.
that.
We still hug around
You
here.
guys
No,
will make
no
that
doubt.
joke in a
No
while.
doubt.
And if he can laugh at it, fuck you.
Yeah.
Definitely want to grab your leg and run away with it.
No, yeah, you know.
That's already been done, right?
That's yeah, one time
Yeah.
by him.
Yeah. That's how I met him. You guys will get that story in a minute. What's up, sis? How you doing? Okay, you know.
I brought like party favors.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait, I'm lifting up over there. There you go.
Gentleman Jack.
Yeah,
There you
man.
go.
Oh, shit.
All right, everybody, welcome to C4OC Radio, Revolution Radio 2
What up,
Mondays.
Bill? How you doing?
Yeah, so I got to get it
We'll go like that. There we go.
Chris,
Fuck off.
I'm gonna have a man Steve put his hands on it.
Ain't nobody putting their hands on me unless they got enough money, bitch.
Okay, new poll. Who wants to see a caveman Steve-O fight?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody wants to see that
Hey,
shit.
that'll be a
Don't you want to
pay.
see Steve handle one?
That'll be a pay-per-view show.
Oh, hell yes, it will.
Pay-per-view on
Fuck
that
off.
one.
Anyway,
Breaking into tape.
welcome to C4OC. Welcome to the cave. I am Captain Steve-O, this caveman over there, which everybody knows because they can hear them
Outside.
outside, on the roof, around the corner, down the block. Oh,
The dogs even bark his name next door.
oh yeah, they do. Oh shit.
I love this guy, man.
I love you too, man. But goddamn. Anyway, so welcome to the show. This is kind of a special show that we got today. It's Caveman's 3-year anniversary from opening his mouth on the radio first. On the
You're welcome.
for being the token white boy in an all black station.
I was the first.
That's
I was the first dude that got rock played on that whole station. I was the token white boy on a rap station, and I'm very proud to say that. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody says,
Well, yeah, we're all righty, man.
but
I mean, that's where I first. I didn't. I mean, you told me about your show. I listened in.
it wasn't my show. I was just a,
Well, I listened to your. Well, I watched your Facebook lives, and you finally got all the boogers out.
yeah, this son of a bitch. He messed with me from the time we became friends because I didn't have a lot of room where we were at, and you've been there to Will Mile show over there at Vegas Raw Radio, and I'd have my phone set up on the microphone and shit. He'd be like, "Dude, you got a booger." I'd be like,
Because the phone was right up like this.
Oh yeah.
just like it is now. I haven't learned nothing else.
Yeah, welcome to the show. It's gonna be great. We got Exist More Patrick here, and he doesn't exist any less either. So he just exists more.
This
It's just
kid-
I
less.
tried, didn't work.
Yeah, and
Actually, he's got.
and we
a
got
lot
the
of-
great Jonathan Gomez here too.
what's going on, man.
Badass guitar player. I mean,
Badass
he's,
guitar, though, honestly.
I like that.
I saw
This
that.
is actually a
What
Steve
up,
Vai
Alex?
model guitar. So
Really?
this is actually a Steve Vai guitar, and I didn't know until after I
What?
bought it because you read in there and it says Ibanez and then signed by Steve Vai in there.
Oh,
It's
nice.
right there.
That's
So
really cool.
really excited to show you what this can do.
Very
Oh,
cool.
you're gonna
Yeah.
be showing him on camera
Yeah,
too.
he's on-
Everybody
he's on-
over there is
yeah.
like, "What the
He's
fuck
off-
is he
yeah.
talking about?"
He's off
Right.
camera right now, but there he is.
I didn't know you had a camera.
Yeah, we're on YouTube Live. and we're
That's
on Facebook
awesome,
Live.
man.
So this is all being on. So you can watch it on YouTube later on as well, and
That's great.
You're
watch
good,
our
man.
crazy asses all day long.
And
Dell,
relive the whole
what's that?
scenario.
Yeah.
Like it just happened before.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know
Talk to
Georgina,
yourself
right?
back there.
Yeah.
She said I should name it Cedella, Cedella, or Tiva. Oh, come on, man. You ain't even trying.
Big,
So
you gotta
far-
consider she might be a little.
She's tired. She's in New York or New Jersey or something.
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah. She got there yesterday
I think
afternoon.
fuckface is my favorite name that's been thought of for that.
Yeah,
Fuckface.
fuckface.
You guys just don't want me calling you fuckface no more.
Yeah, exactly. Tell you sometimes that's fun. What the fuck,
What's
face?
up, Bill? How you doing?
What
Say
the
hi
fuck I
to Bill.
do you
Bill.
for?
Rather be an asshole
Bill's
than
on-
a fuckface.
Bill's
What
up,
on
Mom?
here on your phone?
Yeah, all over the fucking place, man. Whatever.
Well, actually, you can see yourself there, but the camera's there.
She
So when
said
you're looking
she-
over there, you're looking straight that way.
I know, right?
And this one here, it's
This
just
is such an awkward arrangement of things. We look over here for comments. Who's that chick always on the side on the Howard Stern show? What's her name?
Robin.
Oh, she pulls up all the
He's gonna be
information.
Robin in this episode.
Man, fuck you.
You keep us tuned into.
I
the
don't
world.
identify
This
as
is
a
our
girl. I
Howard
don't
Stern.
care if you do. I don't. No problem.
Oh man, tell you. Yeah, so we had some Beggar's Dozen playing. We had some Stonebreed playing earlier. We're just gonna get right into the show. Just dive right into it. Right.
Right into C4OC radio, people.
Hey, and we got other people here too, so we can actually be a group saying it.
And oh yeah, man,
If we
I
can
think
get it
we're
all
gonna have to
coordinated.
practice for that one.
Come on, grab a chair, man. You're not
Yeah,
sitting.
you know
You
that's
gotta
what
stand
I'm
up.
gonna do.
Yeah, come on over.
Yeah, I want to make sure you're up on this camera too.
Yeah, and that way you just
Ain't nobody
just
wants
grab
to
that
see
chair
my
and
ass
kind of scoot over towards this way,
You know what?
and should be.
I think I'm gonna have to get shot glasses or something too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So you gotta have to come in a little,
Almost
little bit
there.
closer. You're almost there.
Almost.
Wait,
I see what you're talking about.
wait.
Boom.
I can do
Yeah,
this.
Chairs like have problems. Man. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there you go. That works.
It's the theme of this place.
There you
There,
go.
you're
Yeah,
fucking
that works.
plenty on camera. You're
Yeah,
not gonna
that
go off. Okay.
That works.
Close encounters. Like that horror.
That's good. Yeah, that works.
How's that look? I don't care about you people. You're up there. You got to Sorry, man. Wait, no. I do. Oh wait, shit. Gotcha. Yep, I gotta move that.
What? You gotta move that
That's
over?
been working.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. This is bullshit. I gotta get a beer anyway. So.
Do it.
Oh, hey, what are we supposed to be saying about Soto Shop Custom Guitars, Metal Babe Mayhem, Simple Amps, and MBM Music?
Yep.
Simple.
Son of a bitch, y'all fool!
Oh,
Dude.
also, Eargasm
What up,
and
Ronald?
Back Clothing.
Cool.
I'll make sure.
Those are all our sponsors and everything. So
You guys
it's all pretty
need
good.
to see me.
There's a few commercials that we're supposed to have, but Denny hasn't sent them to me yet.
What up, Sam?
but it's all good.
Okay, I'm getting some shot glasses.
So, you guys have never played together, right?
I've never met you. I mean, I might have you on Facebook though. Do I have you on Facebook? I don't know.
Possibly. I've not been on Facebook in like a month or two. I don't even remember who I have on there anymore.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, this would be pretty cool because I know he writes music, you write music, and this is what it's all really about: is getting people together that haven't played together, and then do a little jam thing.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
So, yeah. See what you guys can do your own individual stuff too. So
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean,
yeah.
just whatever. I'm in standard. I'm actually set up in standard. So I bought this from Sweetwater and had them set it up before they sent it to me. So I was like, I wanted to make sure it was all good, so I didn't have to go take it to
I'm pouring
Guitar
on.
Center or someplace like that.
Maybe if I can open it.
I know, dude. I tightened the crap out of all my bottles.
Man, you got to. You don't want to lose the shit,
That's what
eh?
I'm saying, man.
All right.
Where's my gentleman jack?
Man, I don't think I've ever tried this.
It's
It's
like Jack Daniels, and then the
Oh, then I
back
forgot
themselves
beers.
off by saying it's fancier.
Yeah. Well, they just make it. It's
I
just
thought
age
that was
long.
called honey jack.
That's true. You can kind of taste the barrel a little bit better. But
You motherfuckers ain't wussing out. Everybody's
I'm
drinking
not,
the
I'm
same.
not doing a whole shot. I'm just gonna sip that.
Well,
one
you
all
can
night
sip it,
long.
Hans, but I'm making sure everybody's even. Don't be looking at my bald spot, asshole. Fuck, I knew I needed my hat.
Wait. You can't. Can you slam that any louder?
Possibly not. But probably yes. Wait. Beer, time out.
oh yeah, can I get a beer?
Yep.
There is no
I need a
tell.
chaser for sure.
Oh dang.
Slurp.
You guys might see me get a beer too. I didn't bring any tea. I didn't get to stop. I had to make a stop before I came here.
No, I figured, man. I was like, I don't know what was going on. I said, I'm not gonna really just drink all this at home by myself. So I'm gonna bring it over to where this quarantine shit going on. Nobody comes over to my house. So plus I got a kid and stuff. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Here, fuck face. You want one too for a chaser?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I know. Okay, well, give me that one. Okay. Thanks, man. Okay, asshole. Let's do this. Sorry, people, hold on. I need
There you
one. What up, Sam? Come on, fuck faces. Did you drink? You
No,
already
not
drank?
yet.
No.
So to the beginning of the show, C4OC Radio Revolution.
Yep. Oh, God damn. Actually, though.
Yeah, you definitely can say so.
Regular jack.
So what is the difference? That's like $20 more a bottle?
It's aged.
This was like this bottle was like $68, I think,
Oh, shit.
something like that. At Bonds, I don't know.
Damn, you must still be working, huh?
No, actually, what this thing is,
Yeah.
it'll tell you on here. Tennessee whiskey, double mellow Tennessee whiskey,
Double mellow.
Double
What
mellow.
makes it a single mellow?
1 barrel.
1 barrel.
Well, they call it a single barrel malt. This is actually this is a double barrel. So after they age it, mellow, double mellow. So what that is that they distill it in the barrel, it ages, then they age it again in a different barrel. Different
Okay,
barrels.
so they transfer barrels.
Yeah, they
That's
transfer
cool.
barrels.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's very.
But that's
It does have a better smooth.
See, these two are two I've wanted to get together.
Oh, yeah.
For a while. Number one, actually, this little asshole is probably one of the bigger reasons him and my son why I even went on that show in the first place. Was because of them. Because they're like, you need to do something. I'm like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to show. But him and my son encouraged the shit out of it.
Well, yeah, that's
And
good.
plus, he blew me away because he can actually rap too.
You're welcome.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Oh, dude, he's sick, bro.
Really?
I thought he was. I walked
That's
up.
kind of good to know.
First time I seen him, I'm like, I walked up and I heard it, and I'm like, man, where's the fuck, man? He's lip syncing. That white pasty motherfucker ain't singing that shit.
Thanks.
Actually,
Oh,
that was the
man.
first time you hadn't. I don't think It's Okay was done, and you just let me hear the first part of that. That was like one of the first songs I got an inside scoop on before anybody else got to hear it or anything. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I was fucking happy. It was like Christmas for me.
I think it was done. It's a very short song.
Man, I love it.
It's a very
So
short.
right before
He loves it
it's
too.
like
It's a
minute
very
and
short
half.
song, and it has a lot of.
It's
vocals
straight.
in it.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
It's okay.
It's
Okay.
It's okay.
One thing I will say though,
It's
is
okay.
that I thought I could have used 2 more fucking verses in it, and then
And
maybe
maybe
the second
5 more.
hour.
It's okay.
5 more.
That's Steve's favorite rap song ever.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's okay.
Ron
That's-
Farrell,
Yeah,
like,
he,
okay.
he asked me. He goes, why do you like it? It's okay.
It's okay. That's funny. It's a whole joke. It's like a circle.
He didn't get it. He's like, well, it is, man. It's more than okay. No, it's okay.
Well, it's not okay
No, really?
anymore though. You have to write a new song, or I'm just gonna have to split it up where you go. It's okay, and I'm just gonna go. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Not okay.
Not okay.
Not okay.
Not okay. Yeah, this is not okay.
Unacceptable.
That's a song too, right? Oh no, that's unbelievable.
No, it's a song too. I just wrote it in my head.
It's
It's
unacceptable.
got a lot of cuss words in it and a lot of horrible things.
Oh shit, man.
That'd be just like saying that then that what's it Jesus Jones song? I think it's Jesus Jones.
I don't know who Jesus Jones is.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, that's the only song he ever had.
Dude.
Yeah, but that's change the name
Jones.
to
That's nice.
unacceptable.
That's nice.
Jesus Jones.
It's unacceptable.
Or like Slim
Oh,
Jesus.
you're helping
featuring
me write
Jesus
that.
Jones.
Yeah,
Then you were gonna sing that.
That's some
No,
real
we're not
good
gonna sing
shit.
Yes, we are. He can sing. Don't let him like you.
There you go.
He's like, you
Steve.
should
You got
hear
me
him
back,
wreck.
man.
I can't carry a tune in a bucket, dude.
You should hear him rank.
What
Panther.
about on a barbell?
Kid Rocky did good too.
What's his name? The lead singer for Pantera? I can't believe I'm.
Oh, Phil and Ensemble.
Yeah. Dude, you know, there's this video where he posts, and this dude's like, I want to learn how to scream. I want to learn how to sing like a metal artist. And he's like, well, first of all, let's shove like 15 cigarettes in your mouth and then drink this liquor. And he's like, there you go, pussy. No. Yeah. It's
You fucked up, you don't care.
yeah.
What's up? You be good.
He's all naked in the bathrobe. It's pretty funny.
Actually, he surprised me though because he was the group he was with when he first came on my show. One of the first morning shows I did here, actually.
That's true.
It was a harder group, and they actually did an acoustic version of this song that was fucking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Then he came on out at the ranch here, probably about 9
That was like
months
about
ago.
a year ago. Almost
Year
now.
ago.
Yeah, it was about a year
He
ago.
came out to the ranch and freaking just played himself, just playing acoustic like he does all the time. And I was like, holy fuck.
So you played with yourself on his show.
For a little
Hey,
while.
and if you guys want to see the full video, it's on paper.
We're charging.
Hey, I only want 10%, man. You can take 90, bro.
Cripple plays with himself while guy with mustache washes.
But the stuff that you played was kind of your own stuff.
Yeah, it was a real like past and immediate take on everything I wanted to showcase almost.
And see, that's what he does is he like plays songs from the first time he came over when I started staying here till now. He's been working. He worked. What is that damn song called, Holmes? You played it on my show. And actually, I am going to be making a request for you. I'll give you a buck.
I know what
I'll give you a buck.
I know what it is.
What?
It's her.
No, that's the request. No, his own original song. He's worked on it. It went from like certain chords when he first
Yeah,
came over. He told me,
Yeah, he
I'm
keeps
starting to
changing.
play guitar again.
Daydream Sleepwalker.
That's it. And that thing has just evolved in the last 2 years to fucking Yngwie, fucking Joe Satriani shit.
Just
And
consistently building.
I'm
on
not
top of
saying
it.
you
Yeah.
can play
That's
it
nice.
that
That's nice.
fluently, but just the intricacy of it. It's fucking
It's kind of a short song. It's maybe like 2.5 minutes, but I just like every time I
love you, Danny.
continue to practice it, I just hear like those little things where you're like, what if I played this, that?
What if I change? Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
a building, man. That's
So
nice.
just maybe ever changing, but over the last probably like 4 to 6 months, it's been like a consistent thing. So I think I'm good
Like
where it's at.
still,
Keep it
like,
there.
ready, like
You're done with it, really?
I say that until it's recorded.
Chris is
on an
questioning you,
album.
man. What you got going
My
on,
thing
dude?
is, it started from a couple chords to it went to something more. And it went to something more when you were over here a week and a half ago. Son of a bitch. I still recognize the bare minimum of the beginning of it. Kinda, but he's added so much shit into it that it's just like,
We're just gonna
oh,
have to
those
hear
are
it, man.
translate.
You
You
gotta
gotta
take a
my
couple more
eyes now,
shots.
right?
I might just join in.
Yeah, you know, who knows? That's the key, you know?
Damn, man. Actually, I do like Gentleman Jack.
It's good shit. It's good shit, dude.
It is.
It's smooth now.
It is. It's pretty smooth.
It's smooth.
I like Jack, but I like Jack
Adam-
Apple a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Adams. Oh, he's
But
an
it's
apple.
not. It's not real. It's not too sweet,
Mhm.
but it's really smooth,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's a lot. You know, it's a lot better than.
Have you tried that? What is it? That strawberry Kalia or whatever?
What is it?
Fucking,
Crown is apple is his thing.
Crown
Go-to?
Royal Apple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He actually
Crown
got.
Apple
I'll
is
drink
That's
those.
from, right?
I like those. If we're at
They
an
are good,
expensive
but I tell
place-
you what, but the Jack Apple is a lot smoother.
and it's $10 cheaper, right? Bottle or no?
They're about the same.
Really?
See, I'm a real nasty motherfucker. I like Canadian whiskey. I like the Ridge. I like that shit that
Canadian
nobody wants to
whiskey.
drink. Everybody's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, that's nice. I don't know what it is, dude. And I've only just started to realize that, you know, going into like 22, you know, like what I really like to drink. But
That's what,
liquor.
that's what we did when we were that age was that.
Hey, you know what I
then
did?
when you get older, you get a little more sophisticated.
there you go.
Yeah.
Start
There you
drinking,
do.
you start drinking with your
Till
big
you
gal
get
a
to
little
a
bit.
budget.
Pace yourself.
Until you get
Same
to a budget.
whiskey. One less.
Dude, you drink Bush?
What?
You don't drink Bush? You like Bush?
Hey, I love Bush, but not the beer.
Oh man, that's funny.
No, but
dude.
that's not really. I mean, that's.
That was
Hey,
so.
we got like Germany.
I was gonna
New
say, yeah,
Zealand,
I like Bush
fucking,
too, but
UK.
not a big.
We got all over the states from everywhere. You motherfuckers
I'm
want
not a big Bush, just nice and trim. Yeah.
Okay, are we really gonna get into that? Because I
You
mean, I have
you
to-
brought it
He's
up.
got
Some
some
stories.
No, he brought up Bush.
I brought up the beer.
Oh,
Oh,
You
a
said
dude
not a
of my 22-year-old age does not bring up Bush. He's
Yeah, because back in the 70s, it was some bitch, wasn't it?
motherfucker, you're older than me, bitch. You go ahead and go there with me. Hey, they could
I was
have,
only-
and
I
I would have
was-
taken it
I
less
was
personal.
10 in 75, so.
Oh man,
That's not
that's
correct.
fucking hilarious.
Shane's here from New Zealand. Danny's here.
Hi,
Where the
Shane.
hell you from, Danny? Son of a bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Danny.
who's Danny?
Danny McCune, man.
Man, this ain't
My sis is here from, where are you at now? Without a husband and somewhere else? Oh, fuck no.
Where am I at?
Oh
with
shit, that was probably so much. Now you put it on Facebook. You're just like, you know.
that? Dang.
What up, Shane?
Talk about that, man. If I
So
talk to my sister,
anyway, one of the reasons why I wanted to get these guys together, besides the advanced age, is that the way he played, and then I was actually surprised by the way he played. He was good when they did the show here with Committed to Chaos. Hard Group never did a acoustic performance before.
No.
And dude, it was badass. You seen
Oh,
it?
that's right, yeah. Community
Dude,
Chaos.
that shit was.
This is all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Community Chaos went to, they were at the tattoo shop.
That was where that's when we announced
That was the
ourselves
first
to you
time,
guys.
but they came
We
in
like,
and did that. So,
Damn.
Came
but
in.
then you got a case. Hey man, I'm used to my area. I don't put my phone on the edge. Sorry. But no, when they did that, because of the music you had sent me that was done. I mean, thrashing ass fast.
Mhm.
That right there is the best thing you guys did. I don't give a fuck.
No, acoustically, I think we did a
Good, Rob.
really good job.
How you doing, Rob?
What's going on, man?
You met Jonathan before?
Been in here a couple times. Missing leg.
I'm missing the
See,
leg.
I was gonna say it, but I'm like, you need to quit.
Just say it,
Quit
man.
pulling people's legs. Your mom, I still didn't believe. Well, we'll tell that story. Look, I don't know if you motherfuckers want to play. You both don't. They both look like they're leaning forward to play. You motherfuckers want to hear them play.
Oh, yeah.
don't
This is the most comfortable I can be. Honestly.
I mean, I don't know if you want to play something first and then let him play, or I don't give a shit. Or if you guys just want to fuck around because you're both smart enough and to know when somebody's playing the way you do because you love it and you're doing what the fuck you want. You jumped in on many people.
Well, I mean, if you want to try to do that thing that you were talking about, that
Which one?
Your
the
song.
whole
Yes.
build
Yes.
thing.
Oh, the song.
That sounds really interesting. 'Cause
You're not. He won't get mad.
so far, that sounds better than anything I can do just by talking about it.
What up, Jerry Lee?
Really?
We are live in more than 2 continents, motherfuckers. Wait, Germany, New Zealand, fucking
Germany's
England.
New
They
Zealand?
all on the same UK continent.
No.
Okay, so
New Zealand's its very own.
yes. All right, Shane. So we got at least 3.
Little
Germany,
geography.
UK, Shane, New Zealand, and here. Yeah, 4.
It's 4.
All 4. All right, motherfuckers. Hey, you really want to see where the infection is? Love y'all.
Okay, so yeah, so if you want to take it away,
Yep.
exist more.
Word. Daydream sleepwalk.
Nice.
Daydream sleepwalk.
That was awesome.
I haven't practiced that song much recently, so I'm actually happy with how that turned out.
That's
Shit, you were here
I like
last.
I like the change up song.
Have you ever listened to like any of John 5's original stuff?
That name's been mentioned to me before, but I don't think I've heard much.
He was the guitar player for Marilyn Manson, and now he's Rob Zombie's guitar player.
John Foz has
He's
some
got
good
his
stuff.
own
John
groove,
Five's
too.
got kind of got like
Right?
that's like it's got like that really he's got this one song that's really good, but that's got like that same kind of feel. It's very advanced. That was really dope, dude. Honestly, that was really cool. I like the sweet picking-ish type stuff that you did. That was sick.
I'm a huge fan of melodic rock and math rock, instrumental music and shit. You know Chon?
No,
Well, Polyphia.
no.
Polyphia and Chon are like 2 of my favorites in that genre.
That's what I said when he said that too. And then we sat here and watched some shit for like 3 hours after he told me that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I'll have to look those out. I've never heard of those.
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Dude, it's just instrumental shit,
Right.
but it's so fucking.
Oh, I love shit like that, man.
It's-
I can listen to Joe Satriani and Steve
Right.
Vai.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But there
I
ain't.
like Dream
we
Theater
both
type
know
stuff.
though, there ain't too many people that can pull off a full album
Right.
that you don't
Right.
think there's going to be a lyric on. There's
Or
very
a lot
few.
of, well, that band out of Texas that we met down at the Whiskey, the
Oh.
Steve Satchel band.
That first time.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking last time.
No, first time. We went down there. met a band called the Steve Satchel Band. I thought there was gonna be singing on it and stuff, so I asked him, "Is it Steve Satchel from what is it? Steel Panther?"
Steel Panther. Okay.
And because that guy's name is Steve Satchel, and he goes, "No, because we've heard of the band, but it's not named after him." And he's an excellent guitar player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost 60 and still acts like he's his age. 22.
Hell yeah! All right, I love my brother, man. That's my dude.
But yeah,
It's so true.
I've always loved instrumental music, and so because it brings so much out.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
so-
Yeah, that's very true, man. Honestly, you have a lot more opportunity with or potential to write instrumental stuff, you know.
Right.
And then when you add like vocals, it's like singles it out to one whole thing. Like that's why you have so many people that are like, yeah, man, that Linkin Park song was sick, dude. Chester Bennington's sick, you know. But like Mike wrote all that shit, so it's like guitar wise.
No, that is this shit.
Right. Yeah, so it's
Minor.
like yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm telling you, from that is actually the last album. I don't care what nobody says. Personally, to me, that said anything that fucking really meant anything
The
to
Fort
Tom
Minor
McDonald right now.
The one that he did after
It was
yeah.
a side project while.
Of
Linkin
course,
Park-
yeah.
It was after that Transformer fucking album they did. God damn it, I can't remember the name.
And then they did what song they wrote? Linkin Park wrote a song. For
His
it.
Fort Minor, though, I mean, with having the shit about his grandparents being in the Japanese internment camp, and there was just so many fucking songs on there that were wow. And you could tell, even though it was a hip hop more record, that he wrote a lot of the fucking shit because he's got it all up in his
Oh,
head.
dude, Mike Shot is amazing, man. He's this crazy.
He needs to
freaking
do
live,
another
dude.
Fort Minor.
He does. If you go on YouTube, he does lives where he just makes beats. Especially since this quarantine shit's been happening.
Really?
Yeah, you know, it's like
Oh,
it's
hey,
kind of hard
bro.
for him to probably get political about it. But hey, I'll sit here and make beats. You know.
Hey, Mike Shinoda, Hans, you can come on the show. You know that, right? I have no. Hey, look, I won't even charge you, brother.
We don't
Right.
charge anybody.
Right.
No, we
We'll
don't.
pay for the
We
ticket.
never have.
Yeah.
That
We've
will
never
never
charged
happen
anybody
on
to be
this
on the show.
Ever.
We've never had. Never.
Even if we do get paid for doing it, okay, we still won't fucking charge you people. Period.
I
That's not
never
what we
really
will
could
do.
understand how people that have internet radio stations will go on and they tell everybody, okay, if you want to be on our station, submit a song and then pay us $30 a month.
And we might
Or
play.
$30 per song
Yeah,
to get in
dude.
rotation
That's a good
No.
For-
bad.
the week.
It is.
And I'm like, okay, why?
Mhm.
I mean, I want to have, if you have something new come out, or any band has something new come out,
We get to premiere a lot of
and
shit.
they premiere it for us.
We should be paying them for that. If we were
Oh,
getting paid, I probably would.
I mean,
If we had the money, we'd give it to you.
Well, it's a scratching each other's back kind of scenario too. It
Right.
really is. That's why I've always,
It's
appreciate
just-
what you guys do ultimately.
It's getting
because-
shitty out there, man. I've
Getting?
had radios, promoters, and festivals hit up Exist More talking about would you like to do a set? And of course they email back, yeah, sure. And then they're like $200, you could have 5 minutes. Suck a dick. You asked me if I want to be on your show. Now I gotta pay you.
Pay to play?
What the
Oh.
fuck?
Now
Yeah,
listen,
man.
I
Stuff
have-
like this.
one thing about that I will say, the only problem I don't have with that is if it's a group that's been working their ass off for the last 5-6 years, that put out an album or two, paid for everything, done their thing, and they got an opportunity to get on a tour with somebody maybe that's 20 years older than them, but they're going to bring in 2,000 people and $25 a ticket. If you want to throw down your money on that, because you're going to get that loyal exposure, then people that are still listening to them 20 years later, that's one of the reasons why Smash Analysis is so good. Number one, not a cover band guy, you neither, but they always mix it up. They always make it fucking awesome, but they always give one of the local guys or somebody that's doing the
Some
right
of the
thing
original stuff. Yeah.
that gets the exposure to their crowd. And if one or two of them people, the 22-year-olds like me, decide they like you, I'm going to buy your shit. I'm going
Right.
to buy your shirt. I'm going to show up at your fucking show, even if I don't want to and I'm fucking broke and I'm tired. You've done it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I mean, it's
I
it's
love
really
that.
building a relationship with people, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I went and played a show at the church. I don't know if you guys remember what the church was.
Oh, I never went there. I do remember seeing it.
I've heard the name, but I haven't.
It was kind of like that Eagle Airy thing because it was like, where was it?
It was in
Way
like
back off.
Chinatown here. somewhere like really weird.
Oh, Spring
location.
Mountain and Arthur.
Yeah, somewhere over there. It was a really weird joint, man. It was, I don't really remember specifically the location, but it was like in back. It was weird. It was called the Church, but
I've seen rappers over in that area. I've never seen a rock show ever.
Yeah,
Other than
They
in
do the
Sandal.
420 services.
it was. What?
Is that the church that does the 420 services?
I'm not sure.
Christopher
There's a church that
Angle,
was doing
Liz
that.
Carmichael. Hello, asshole. Sorry, but I gotta talk to my people.
They're a part of the show too.
Yes,
Oh
man.
yeah, definitely.
Man, if
Every
they're
show,
not,
they're a part of
fuck,
the
you
show,
gotta
too.
listen to me the whole time? Hell
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No, but over there at the church though, man, they got a
Linda,
death metal. Like they're not open anymore though, but they had like this death metal stuff going on.
I seen it. It was
Okay.
That's when I
barely
was in
a
Community
6-9
Chaos, so-
month deal that it went on.
I don't
right?
really remember specifically what it was,
But it wasn't that long.
But,
I remember seeing it, but
We went and played some of the bands after we did soundcheck. We're like, yeah, man, you guys, you know, they were good bands, and they were like the relationships you build with different cities and different states is what matters too.
Mhm.
You know, they talk about doing the east,
Cash.
west, north tour, east, north, west tour, whatever. You know,
Right.
And they talked about going place to place, you know, in different cities, different states to actually get that distribute themselves as people live versus just being on the internet, because that's just not going to cut it anymore.
you know what?
Oh yeah, that's true.
How old are you?
22.
And you're like, me too. Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
man,
awesome, dude.
Dang.
We went to high school together. What do you mean?
22
You
times
guys
two.
heard it right here on Facebook, okay? Okay?
22 times 2.
And a half.
Okay.
And a half.
No, fuck off, asshole. But the thing is like with you and him being, man, I've really been disappointed in this. Oh, fuck. It's a telemarketer. Hand me that, please. Watch this, people. This is how you do this.
Hello.
Hello? 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 This is who? Who? Who are you? Who are you? Why you call me? Why you call me this late? Don't do that. Why you do that? Really? Nothing to say after all of that? God damn, you need to work on your game, Mo. That's how you take care of a telemarketer, motherfucker. Exactly right there. This is what is that? The more you know moment.
The more,
What that mean? Come
the
on.
more you know.
The
Yeah.
more you know.
That'd be hilarious if I had a call like that in the middle of the show. I'll answer whatever show I'm doing. Hi, you're live on the air. Can I help you? Click.
Oh, see,
man,
hey,
dude.
This is the difference. Is
Oh,
they call me.
Okay, I guess they don't want to be on.
That's your problem. You call me late at night. I don't have to tell you I'm late on. I'm on air.
Oh,
because
yeah.
You called me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they don't know. They don't know that that's your radio number. No, when they call my cell, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What up, Sarah? What up,
I
Richard?
call myself. I'm just like, hey, fuck you, man. Why are you calling me all the time? Like seriously, like I'm not this fucking Jeff or some shit, you know, whatever, you know. And they're like, this lady one time, she was like, you ain't gotta cuss at me. I'm like, you ain't gotta call my fucking number all the time.
Right.
I'm like, there's no reason. I'm like, whether it's for somebody specific, I told you no how many times.
I gotta
give
give
me off your do no call.
I gotta give it to people. There's no such thing. That's a fucking lie. Them lying pricks. I've been
Oh, yeah.
dude. They told us 20 years ago there was a no
Oh
call
yeah.
list.
dude,
I was
I'm not
like,
calling
oh
you.
hell
Yeah,
yes.
put you on the call
Look,
list.
you know what
Yeah,
I
that
got?
puts you on more call lists.
You gotta admire though, man. I'm telling you, 32 minutes. I had a conversation with Fred from India. Well, that's what he told me his name was. And he would not give up that I had to pay him so Microsoft could, fuck
Fix
you,
your
Bill
computer.
Gates, number
Right.
one.
Oh,
Bill Gates, fuck you, number
Yeah,
one.
it was-
But
I had
2020,
I had one comment the other day. Really cute sounding girl. Hi, this is so and down Sheila, whatever her name was, and she goes, you just fill out. I'm calling because you fill out this online thing. I went, it's kind of funny because only thing that I've done online is try to fix my credit. I have not filled out an online.
and they
survey
sell
for
that to
anything.
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean,
And then they charge you
it-
to check it.
Oh yeah.
They will drop your credit score. How bullshit is that?
No, the only one that doesn't do it is Credit Karma.
Yeah.
Really?
I heard about
Doesn't-
Okay, well
yeah,
then,
Credit
hey,
Karma
Credit Karma, we could use a commercial.
Yeah,
Bro.
we can use
You gotta read the fine print in those user agreements.
And
Right.
that's it.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
own
There's
everything
probably
you do.
somewhere in that
Nobody
30 paragraphs where they're like, by the way, we can give your shit to our advertisers.
Yeah, it's like your
Yeah.
phone number.
We can
I'll
give it
hand
to
you like
them.
to that dude, to that dude, to that
We
dude.
can
Like,
give it to them.
no, I sign up for so much shit online, man. It's not even funny. Like
Yeah.
so much crap online, and I just keep receiving phone calls from people that I really like. It's just like, really?
Hey, do
Yeah.
not fall for anything free on the internet.
Oh,
okay,
of course
look,
not.
it doesn't matter
I
if it's a
always-
free
I always
six
try to-
pack,
I
a
always
free
try to-
pack of
yeah.
cigarettes. It's a lie.
Do
And
you want to
anybody
go
that
to
said
college?
that-
No. And they call you in. You want to go to college? No, I don't want to go to college.
Well,
I do.
The way it seems.
I gotta come
I'm
to you.
probably taking it
I'm
happen for
thinking
a
about
while.
Yeah. I don't think they want me in their class.
Whoa.
I'll teach it.
Oh.
No, you
man.
can't. No, because you're gonna tell truth. You can't do that. Sorry, that is not
Right?
Yeah.
They don't allow you to tell the truth. And
You are not allowed to tell the truth. If you're gonna put facts or anything in front of hurt little fuzzy feelers, you're not allowed to do that.
Oh yeah, I kind of found that out this morning.
Oh, you
Whoa.
got banned. Okay,
no,
wait.
I didn't get banned. I got muted.
Okay, now I want to hear the
I did this.
conversation.
I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to play a song for everybody that's out there.
What's wrong with it?
Let me get to it. So it's like with all this virus stuff going on, and all this other stuff, and all this, people, agreeing and disagreeing, and this is true, and that's fake, and that's that, and that's the other, and all that other stuff. He's gonna drink that whole thing.
I know I'm gonna say
I brought it over here.
Wait. He's gonna drink all that and then some.
No.
Why the hell not?
That's my anniversary gift to Chris right there.
Thank you.
Get shit.
But it was, it was really funny, And also said, so okay, here you go. So I'm gonna play this song. It's by the Eagles. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Played that song, and they absolutely about halfway through the song, they just went, okay, it's been muted by Sony.
Oh
A minute
my
and some odd
God.
seconds have been muted. I'm like, I have a stream license for this. I'm allowed to play all this stuff anywhere I want to.
Wait,
I cheers to an empty glass.
You cheers an empty glass. That's like sacrilegious.
whatever, dude.
So you gotta
I'm still
look
drinking.
each other
I
in the
don't
eyes
care.
and
If it was my empty glass, it would be.
This,
Yeah,
That's
This
a
is
man
drunk.
rod.
that's drunk.
This is drunk. I don't even really drink anymore.
Neither do I.
Except
He
like,
doesn't.
well, I don't drink to get like fucked up anymore. I'll have a couple of drinks with a friend.
He's the
But I never get drunk anymore. This might do a little bit.
This little fucker actually got me doing some healthy stuff. Actually, he knows about a bunch of
natural
stuff.
healthy stuff.
Natural mushrooms.
Only when you give it to me. Oh yes. Oh, the mushrooms were the best. First
I like
time
mushrooms
ever.
on my salad.
I like mushrooms.
Maybe
that he
different
gave.
kind.
Yeah.
They were white. They were pure. First time I never puked on mushrooms at least once.
We talking like what kind of mushrooms are we talking about?
We're talking about good
Not
mushrooms.
psychedelic.
We're talking about mind opening, not
Are we
fucking
talking-
spaghetti
Mind
mushrooms.
altering, yeah.
Are we talking about psychoactive drugs here?
Are we talking
No,
about?
we're talking about shrooms.
Yes.
Mushrooms.
We're
No,
talking
that's
about
labeled.
mind
But you
opening.
can get the white ones at the grocery store. They're about that big around. Really
Yep.
good stuff.
You guys do those, and I'll do the white ones he gave me. All
I'll
the
do
same.
both actually. They're both really good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He
You
gives
don't eat
me,
mushrooms from just like regular ass mushrooms.
He doesn't eat
motherfucker. What'd you give me?
salad. You thought it was.
You know,
No, I'm telling
What
you
is it
right
called?
now.
The placebo? What's it called when you fucking think that?
Placebo
Placebo
effect.
Placebo
Like
effect,
this, like-
Why is it the dumbest, biggest mouth in the room remembers the biggest name? See, you people should think about that. That's all.
Oof! Yeah, man, you just kicked everybody in the nuts in your life. No, I'm
Dang. He's happy. He's
see
drinking.
what I did was
Look at it. Kicked him in the
what
nuts.
I did was I ran around all day in a very hot environment and I just filled my socks with sweat. And I got a little piece of tofu and I wringed out my foot sweat onto that piece of tofu and I gave it to him and I
What
told him
the
that it
fuck
was
is
shrooms.
happening?
He was tripping balls, bro. Trip.
Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you right now. He was tripping with me.
Placebo.
Hey, you people can
No,
go
I
back.
ate shrooms. You ate foot sweat.
He was tripping
Hey.
because you actually ate.
Well, hey,
no!
thank you.
Oh.
You're welcome.
I'm not playing. Hey, I was
Yeah, you got
Hey,
me sweat,
no.
man.
Dang.
Only the best.
We were on Facebook Live for 4 hours, and actually that was the first time I got shut off Facebook Live. Last time I was with you. I
You must
wonder
have been
why.
onto something. They only,
Well, no,
Facebook only shuts you down for two reasons. One, you played some
True.
copyrighted shit that you didn't buy,
True.
or you're onto something.
Well, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
all the music that I have, I played and I bought,
Yeah.
and I also pay for the streaming.
Plus, we have a license.
Yeah, plus we have the streaming license.
So fuck you, Facebook. We got
Yeah.
permission to play whatever the fuck we want, and you can suck.
You know, that's why I
Well,
noticed
I
they
tried to shut you
probably
off
know
because
they
you
don't
said
fuck
fuck
you
you.
guys.
No,
That's-
I do that all the time.
Is that right there?
Ask me.
Pretty much.
Fuck you, man. We got that shit.
When I don't title my videos anything like FUFB, I have permission to play this, and you can fuck yourself,
Mhm.
fucking bird.
There you go, man.
Fucker.
Straightforward about it, dude.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Well,
why-
actually, I thought he was pretty evil, but hey, fuck you, Bill Gates.
Oh,
Hey, asshole.
dang dog.
That one was empty.
That was a good shout. Come here. Come here, buddy. I'm the.
It's all right, buddy.
Hey,
You
bro,
ain't
gotta
crazy.
watch
Come
it
here.
up.
What you doing? This is my dog. Don't kiss me, though.
I never understood people
Look,
like
you didn't
flip
even buy
dogs'
me
tails.
dinner. Huh?
I never understood people that flip dog tails.
No, dude, mean people.
Well,
Ears or tails is
100%.
not necessary. I don't care if you got a full breed dog or not. You're an asshole if you do that.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason for it.
Or like the ears and like just tails.
I don't. I can't.
Dude, that's horrible.
I can.
Why would
I
you
can
do
kind
that?
of. I can kind of see the tail because people don't want.
That's
Because
a weapon,
well,
dog, dude.
it's a
That's
weapon.
that shit
No.
hurts, man.
No.
Especially when they get wet.
Yeah.
If you're worried about the tail
But no,
and
yeah.
you're gonna get it clipped, don't have a dog.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
then
that's
they
If
just-
the
what-
first thing you're gonna do when you get an animal is start mutilating parts of it, don't fucking get that animal, please.
Right.
No, dude. I
definitely- I
Don't
definitely
cut
agree.
things off the animal if you can't.
If you're
handle
just
the
getting, yeah, no.
Just don't get.
Well, that's like taking.
Hey, Tamara, how you doing?
You wouldn't want
That's
your
her
legs
son. Yep.
Yeah, that's your son, everyone.
And there's my adopted kid. No, she doesn't want nothing to do with me. Okay? In no way,
He
shape, or form.
says.
He
He
says.
said adopted son.
Yeah, see, he don't admit it either. So do you think she would?
I don't know. Would you really want? You really want that for a dad?
I'm not going with you though. Oh, what up, Brian Jackson? So what the fuck are you doing? Is it NVIDIA or the other one? I'm fucking confused, Tom. I need some fucking guidance or at least some name. None of them work. I don't need guidance. I mean, guidance ain't none of you motherfuckers can help me. But the name of the band, I think he went back to NVIDIA. I'm not sure. I'm totally confused at this time.
Oh, I don't know. I have no.
And Tamara said, that's her son, and you motherfuckers better say hi, right? God damn it now. No, she actually said it nicely.
That's my son. I have okay.
You think he thought I was lying. See, look, he thought I was lying.
I his mom.
I
You
just read
did.
it.
You did it in the beginning.
But could you please verify which? Is that your son?
No,
That's theirs.
That's your son.
no. Actually, actually,
Oh,
you're
yeah, I
right.
got
it. Mom.
I saw a little bit about
Hey,
that.
Sawyer,
Yeah.
come here, Hobbs. Come here.
Yeah.
Bring your ass.
But anyway, so
I think he might be young enough to be your beautiful mother's son.
This dog?
Yep.
How old's this dog?
And
That dog is so- that dog is so
It might be-
loud.
But I'm just saying,
It might
you're
be
too
that he's
old to
walking
be her
on all
son.
fours.
It's like the
you're a
song
good,
that
you're a
all
good
the
boy,
time.
aren't you, Sawyer? Aren't you, bud?
It's not that he doesn't look like us.
Hey,
He's kind of
We're
walking.
trying to fucking get tongue, prick. Look, Holmes, unless you brushed your teeth 5 minutes ago, knock it off.
Right.
Pervert. No means no.
I think he's getting jealous. It's well, what else we can talk about? So we got going
I
on.
mean, I don't know if these motherfuckers want to play or what. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys got the talent.
I played a
He's
song.
nice. And
What
nobody's
about,
like
I was going to ask, what you guys talking about your sponsors? What about Simple Amps?
Simple Amps. That's out of
Not my
Orange,
sponsor.
it's out of Orange County.
C4OC.
It's a C4OC sponsor. They make amplifiers.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're
Small.
they're small. They're,
Okay.
they're pretty. They're pretty cool. They put out a lot of good sound. That's
They
the
have
only
one that can be backpacked.
I think so.
that
would
I
be
do
cool.
believe so.
Probably.
I
If
do believe
anybody
so.
from that
Skating,
company is
playing
watching, work on that design.
Denny
Have a
Ray will
backpackable
go.
guitar.
Yeah, Denny Ray.
Denny will
He's,
know from
he's
C4OC
on
Radio.
there, and he's
Yeah,
'Cause they make his guitars and his amps, and he actually uses them.
I
Look,
always kind of wanted to do that
that's something that
backpack
I wanna
speaker set and just
get
sort of
into
walk
is,
around.
more
I get kicked out of half the places that I go to, bro. I do that shit.
seriously.
Hey, you guys know this is
Speaker,
your
you
new
know.
host.
guitar.
This is your new host right
Here's your
here.
new host. So you
This is
want
one of
to
them.
speak?
Front and
You want to
center.
speak?
Asshole, say
You wanna
something.
speak? Say
Oh,
something.
you used to talk. He's my boy. Hey,
Oh, I did this to him one time. He tried snapping at me.
Really?
Oh yeah, I smacked his head and he never did it again.
what?
Yeah, it's a dominant.
You got owned, bro.
No, he's a good dog. He was on the couch. I mean,
He's such a
So different on
submissive
that.
dog, but he will play tackle football in the backyard.
yeah, he will. I've seen him do it.
He will. You got to challenge him first, and then he'll. give
But
it to
he
you.
has to use New England footballs.
New England football.
Yes, he does, actually.
That's hilarious.
That's why you so pretty, Tom Brady. You
Right.
son of a bitch.
Oh, you guys hear? Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay.
Oh,
Hey,
Nuts,
Now
dude.
we'll see.
That
Now we'll
was
see if he.
scary.
Now let's see if he could really, if he really has a talent,
Dude,
Then
or
he'll
if it
get
was,
around.
or if it was.
I'm telling
no,
you
if it was
right
Belichick.
now, that dude.
Dude, he's not going to beat Mahomes.
Belichick.
No,
Nobody
owns
said
his
that.
ass.
Hey, look.
Dude, Mahomes
Okay.
In New
the
England.
league.
So he's all personal and pissed off about it because that is the team that kicks his team's ass every year. Okay, so and everybody in the
they didn't-
AFC. No,
They
wait,
didn't
no,
kick it
hey.
last year. did
Okay, last year, whatever.
Did they
But
kick
who won the
last year?
Super Bowl the year before that? They did. Right? You guys won it last year, but stop, okay? Because too much invested in it. Okay? Way too much. And I even shout out his team. I don't give a fuck about the Chiefs. I ain't gonna lie to you. But because of my boy, I do. Look, he's fucking loyal. Put that arm up, bitch. Don't be fucking. Come on, man. I'm not fucking pointing at your little zit over here that
I
you
know.
carved KC into or something. Come on, man. But no, I want to see what he can do. I really do. Belichick, cheating, best coach ever in history. I don't give a fuck. And honestly, other than Phil Jackson, that's the two I'm looking at right now that are probably the best
Lamar
coaches
Jackson?
in history. Phil Jackson
Lamar
from the Bulls.
Jackson?
And
Lamar-
yes, I do have a fucking bias.
Have you
but-
seen for the Ravens, Baltimore, Lamar Jackson?
Oh, Jim
No,
Harbaugh?
No,
Or John
Jackson.
Harbaugh?
Quarterback.
Quarterback.
Oh,
He's a
that,
badass
Lamar
yeah,
quarterback,
the one the
He's
Bears passed up on Mahomes and fucking that Jackson.
Mhm.
And got fucking Mitch Trubisky. Fuck you, Bears. You wonder what.
Talk
See,
about being
even
proud.
fucking. No,
Flavors.
no, but that's the
And I'm
thing.
biased.
But I want to see what. I know my team sucks, so I don't want the bias. I really
Wow.
I don't even watch football.
Okay.
Once they started kneeling behind my cousin that was fucking single mom that is holding the flag on the field at San Francisco, fuck
The
you,
49ers
Colin
shit.
Kaepernick. Look, if he'd have done it 2 years before, and anybody that defends that, you can suck.
Dude, see,
Because
here's the way I
he
see it.
mattered. He mattered
Of
2
course.
years before that.
Dude, all right,
He
here's
didn't
the way I
matter.
see it. Colin Kaepernick would have never became shit because the only place to offer him even a scholarship for anything was Nevada State, and that ain't shit, okay?
Where
And
you
he
know-
didn't win no fucking, he did nothing to do anything for the team he played for.
And listen, my problem is number one, you're barely a black dude, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And you were adopted and raised by two
That is
white
true.
people,
Both his parents
two
were
white parents that made you,
Fucking crazy
that
flies are crazy.
invested in you, that fucking got you to where you were. And 2 years after you didn't make, nobody gave a fuck. You're sitting on
You
the
see,
bench.
there's a thing called keep it, like, when you're on the field, dude, you don't take that shit to the field, man. There's a big thing because I don't care what people
Especially
I don't care
if
what
he
people say,
sucks.
Trump thing. It's
It's
like
like-
Trump was right, dude.
it's like-
Fuck that motherfucker. If he's gonna be the way he's gonna be,
Right.
get him off the field as long as your team sees that the way it should be. Because there's plenty of teams that don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. But our team cared. That's why he's not a thing anymore. And then he wants to go to do tryouts, a year later.
And what did he do? He got every
the whole year. or
Yeah,
the whole
he
fucking
moved
thing,
it
yeah.
2 hours before. The guy that trained him, that was a respected NFL
Definitely.
coach, scout, whatever you want to call it.
Worked hard.
He switches it 2 hours prior to that. And the guy that coached him and got him the chance didn't do it. Look, if you'd have done it when you were in the NFC Championship game or the fucking Super Bowl, then I would have respected it.
If you would
You
have
did
won a
it 2
ring
years
first,
after you're sitting on the bench.
if you would have won, I mean, I wouldn't have
Bullshit,
respected,
man.
but if you would have won a ring first, I can see why the team wouldn't let him go. Like Tom Brady could have done that shit. Tom Brady could have pulled his pants down and gotten naked. And nobody would have fucking fired him. You know, like, dude, Patrick Mahomes could freaking do that cartwheel during that shit.
And
Nobody
fuck
would
my
care.
Bears for passing on that dude, let alone the guy from the Ravens. Either one of them, and we picked. We actually fucking traded a bunch of shit to pick one spot up that nobody was gonna pick Trubisky. Jesus Christ! Look, 30
This white
years.
man is angry.
I have
That's
to
why-
do sports. That's why I don't watch.
That's
football.
why. That's why
And they see
Mahomes
his
was,
cheer.
when he was in.
But I rooted for your team.
ran off the field, said that he's going.
Right.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. What is he trying to
He
do
passed.
with
No,
Jordan
he
thing?
passed. No, he passed. They passed him up.
Oh, dude, and actually,
They
thank you,
passed him up
Patrick, because
11
my
times.
team sucks. Period. Dude, they've had more money, always sold out, no matter how shitty we are. And what do? The couple times we've ever tried to trade up or do anything, it's never been for a real reason.
Well,
It's some
look
loser.
how long it took Kansas City to actually draft a quarterback.
There you go.
We
Dude.
never
Look at how
drafted a
long.
Andy Reid,
You know, look at how long it took them
I
to get
wish
their
you
head on
were
their
my
shoulders
coach,
in general when it came to actually building a team around one quarterback
Right.
to begin with. Because they have every wide receiver that will make you look like a bitch on every fucking play.
Oh yeah.
Like their wide receivers are booming, dude. I had a lot of faith in the 49ers, that's why I talk about shit. But you know,
It's okay.
because you look at that team and you thought, oh, dude, their defense was on point. You thought, oh man, dude, they're compatible with their wide receivers and the
I
CDs.
believe
Richard
that-
fucking Sherman, Mozart, dude. I mean, you look at that
he's
team
good
and you
for
think
certain coverage.
he's only good until somebody gets
I
past
was
him.
scared of him
but-
for a lot of years.
Oh,
but
of
he
course.
is good for that certain coverage, and that's it.
That's it. No, of course he strong
it's
safety.
always
He cannot
on
cover a
TV.
strong safety position,
No.
no matter what.
No, he can't cover.
But
man.
you look
he
at
can't go man
Kansas
to man.
City, and when Mahomes won the MVP trophy, dude, you saw a whole different team all of a sudden. They didn't change their coaching staff because that guy's been diehard and rode that team for years, man, because he knew what they wanted. And he was there to listen to the management. The reason San Francisco had such a hard time is because we just broke free from Jed York's bullshit. Jed York did nothing.
Hey,
But
that-
I wish we had Eddie DeBartolo Jr. for
And
the rest of
that
our
dude
fucking
right
whole
there,
franchise.
though, he's done some stupid shit. He
Mhm.
got control of the fucking team. He's like, well, no, actually, I think Virginia should be in control of my team. The 98-year-old, 152-year-old, whatever the fuck she is. The rest of these little bitches that have taken it over in the last 50 years ain't done a goddamn thing. Fuck them. But DeBartolo, he fucked shit up by sticking with dude. Look, I don't mind if you protest. I grew up in them fucking neighborhoods, bitch. I've been beaten more than anybody has. But the problem is that you stuck with him when he made a statement after he was not relevant. And anybody that defends that, the moment my cousin fucking sends me a picture, she's like, hey, you got to watch Monday Night Football tonight. I'm like, I don't want to. She's like, why? I said, because that asshole just started kneeling last week and I don't appreciate it. Look, you could have done it one time, but it was, number one, that dude has no fucking clue what real life is about. You were adopted by people that were fucking
definitely,
rich.
he is
You
definitely-
weren't even half black, bro,
Privilege,
and I don't
for
give a fuck. Any brother
Privilege,
want to
for
call
sure.
me out on that, come get it. I guarantee you I got more brothers that'll tell you you're wrong. Because why didn't you do something when you were relevant? When you were in the championship game that first year, when you were in the Super Bowl, you didn't do shit. And then 2 years after you're put on a bench because what happens with a new quarterback, bro, that nobody knows? You know this. You explain this to me. In the NFL, we get some guy that, other than Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, okay, those are exceptions. But normally they say, oh, well, they should have picked me this time and this time. No, because once you're up a season, let alone if you start a season in the NFL,
Well, yeah.
Halfway through,
look at RG3.
they figure out, the scouts figure out where you can't go left. You can't go right.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, the guy that was the fucking like closest to the best rookie in history the next year is like bullshit.
Mhm.
Hmm?
I mean, when you think about it, there should have been no reason why based off of a couple bad plays and a small injury that they let Alex Smith go completely for
Dude,
Colin Kaepernick.
Alex Smith.
I was
fucked,
so
even with the
pissed.
Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
I was
Because-
so pissed. Like dude,
I was kind of surprised when we got Alex Smith, and I was like, okay, well he was. He
not
did
a lot to
all
work
right.
with, but
That's
he
what
definitely
you think
something
of.
better than what
He's
you guys
all
had
right.
at the time.
He did okay,
Mhm.
and but
What
Matt
up,
Castle
Marco?
wasn't doing shit.
Claustrophobia wants to talk to you, asshole. Sorry. Go ahead.
And
Sorry.
but it's all the way everybody starts they started going at it. I mean, Alex Smith is a great game manager.
Mhm.
That's what
But-
he is.
Yeah, he's a great
And
game
not a
manager.
mistake guy.
Hardly. But when you put the game in his hands and say, okay, you got to win this game, he'll fold. He's
True.
started.
There's a lot of
there.
pressure that
I
gets taken
believe
under
it
him.
was
Yeah.
the
But he
people
did.
around him.
Yeah, but he
Honestly,
did.
that's what I
Patrick Mahomes said it too. He goes, Alex Smith taught me so much. And when he started the following year, Alex Smith was still talking to him like before every game.
Mhm. Great coaching material.
Oh yeah,
Great.
And that's a dude
he's
that
a good dude.
understands where he's at. See,
Oh, yeah.
that's another reason why I respect Alex Smith. Because number one, if you go to his numbers, no, he was never a 500-yard a game dude. But you look at his fucking accuracy, his minimal touchdowns compared to some of the guys that got big numbers, and interceptions.
His long ball wasn't there though.
No, it never, dude,
Never-
it never
I
was.
mean, but then you go to compare him with Colin Kaepernick though as a quarterback. Colin Kaepernick can't throw shit. I mean,
Right.
dude, the first play
He
against the
freaked out
fucking
everybody
Raiders
the
in
first year and a half.
2016, he threw an interception. He made Derek Carr look amazing. So it's like you look at Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick has no potential as quarterback whatsoever. He was a running back, a tall ass running back with the ball. He snapped the
And
ball,
that's
and he was the running back.
And they didn't know what
Alex
he did.
Smith would have passed it to Michael Crabtree, Vernon Davis, all those guys that year. Dude,
All them
Alex
guys.
Smith would have been boom, boom, boom if they would have just put him in for the Super Bowl. If they would have just put him in for the Super Bowl against the Ravens, trust me, Ray Lewis wouldn't have retired with the ring. Ray Lewis would not have retired with the ring. Dude, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Joe Flacco did not play the game that he could have played.
Right.
He was in there at the points he needed to be. That's exactly what Flacco was. He was like, actually, but Kaepernick wasn't even close to that. That's where I get pissed.
Kaepernick's
Look,
crap.
if he just said that, man, his first 2 years, championship game, Super Bowl. You didn't say a fucking thing about nothing. And then 2 years, halfway into the second season, you've been on the bench. Now you want to make a
He's
statement.
got to get publicity
If it had
some
been-
way.
If it had been somebody else, I would have respected it more.
Mhm.
And if you'd have done it once,
Or put more money towards that kind of those kind of charities.
and
He
look,
did more of that kind of stuff. Like he did kind of put his money where his mouth was a little bit, but it's like if you compare that to the couple $1 million house that you bought your mom before,
and if
all
you
that
had
shit
actual
happened,
talent,
you know what I mean? True that too, because then he could compare. Because then it could be like I'm doing this for people, not you see people like Steph Curry. All right?
Mhm.
Those people do so much for children and stuff and
Yeah.
black communities and things.
Yeah, and
But it's
in their own-
behind the
their own-
scenes. They're not sitting there
ain't
shoving in
black
front of people's
communities,
faces
it's
like, oh,
poor
look at me, I'm doing so
that's
much
where
for
we
everybody.
start.
Look
Right.
at me. Look, once you start wanting that kind of empathy, or you want that kind of, you want that kind of like reward from people because you did something, that's when
And
it
it's
becomes
a
a
tax
problem.
break. And it's a
of
tax
course, the
break.
tax break's
That's all
always
it
the
is.
fucking biggest thing.
Look, the motherfuckers that go out there and fucking make it a deal, it's because of taxes. The ones
Most of
that
the
do it, that don't
Like churches
fucking
and stuff
ask for
too, dude.
attention.
Oh yeah,
Look,
definitely.
I'm a Jordan fan. Yes, I am biased, but the reason why is because he didn't buy into their bullshit. He did what he wanted to do, and I won't buy a pair of Jordans now because of Colin Kaepernick. As much as I love you, Michael, and if you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome too, asshole. Straight up, yeah, he can come on the show. Hey, I ain't gonna bullshit you, hoes. But that's why he's
Is he
saying,
backing Colin?
huh?
Was he backing Colin Kaepernick?
No, hell no, he
Okay,
wasn't.
good, all right.
Because, and look, it might be
That's the
because
type of shoe that Kaepernick wears.
no, because Nike.
Oh.
No, because Nike
Damn, I
fucking
gotta
made
jump out on
him.
that note.
Okay,
Jesus
This
Christ.
was the choices you had. Was Colin Kaepernick a fucking female that had an amputated leg that served and lost her leg during service,
Yeah.
and somebody else, and Sports Illustrated. Okay, number one, the year before, you made Bruce Jenner the fucking woman of the year too. Fuck you, assholes. I don't care.
All
what
women,
nobody-
brother. No, I'm joking.
You all can identify as what you want, but the moment you're taking away from a girl that's
That
in your
actually
sport,
was born and raised a
That-
woman that
yes.
went through the fucking, whatever
fuck
cycle
you.
that
I
it took
don't
to be
care.
a woman.
You can identify as what you want, but this is what I identify as. There's a dude, there's a chick.
Why
And
did
if you want to be who you are, that's fine with me. I'm not going to attack you for it. But the moment you push it on me, you can go to fucking hell.
why did they
because
give
you're
him
just-
like the strongest trans woman award? Or like the first strongest
Exactly.
trans woman award?
And
the
there's
first trans
been
award.
collegiate.
You know what I
and
mean?
high
Like that
school
means a lot
records.
more to be the first
Right.
trans person, than to take someone's place that's actually women to begin with.
And
Right.
most of them are
Right.
dudes.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Not that he doesn't deserve the credit that he deserves. He took a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong.
But my thing
But
is,
that's not a woman. I don't give a shit.
exactly. And
Right.
the thing is that most of the guys that have broken the collegiate and fucking women's records before they started stopping this, and I strongly suggest this, every fucking state. If you don't, you're a moron. You could see the girls at the finish line, at the starting line of a fucking track meet. There's 5 people there, and all 4 of them are looking at the dude going, fuck, I hope I finish 3rd so I get my scholarship. Get the fuck out of here, dude. And every one of them that has showed up way late, look, and don't be doing that to young kids either, but when somebody shows up over 20-something that beats the women's cycling record in Tour de France or a fucking mountain climbing fucking competition in another fucking country and all that, man, fuck yourself. Dude, them girls are looking at him at the finish line going, I hope I get my scholarship. What the fuck is that? Look,
Dude, it's
girls
like-
don't make money in sports. Straight up, they do not make
That's
money in
true.
sports. It
Because
WNBA.
it's not televised like any other male sport.
Well, and because it's not as exciting. Sorry, man. But no, girls can't dunk. There's a 7-foot girl in the WNBA, and I got my daughter watching it because she likes sports. But she fucking told me straight up before I even said it, even though I was thinking it. She's like, "Yeah, I want to watch this." I'm like, "What? It's boring.
It's not as intense.
It's
definitely
not the
as
same
intense.
game." And look, I have no problem with women's sports.
Even
People want
even
sport.
women's college basketball.
Yes.
It can be
I'm
a little
gonna have to do
because
it.
it's fast paced.
You know, Joe Montana's daughter actually played for Notre Dame.
As a dude or a
Notre
chick?
Dame. As a chick.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Joe
I mean, we're in
Montana's
a
daughter
conversation.
actually played on Notre Dame's college
We
team.
are.
And you don't hear nothing about that because
Right.
it's female basketball. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like at some point, like they deserve the credit. They
Okay.
deserve when it comes to
I think
doing that
everybody
shit.
wants to hear music because I like to get into politics. And this fuckhead's been over here playing fucking Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd of the whole fucking time, too. Good soundtrack, homie. I'm not gonna lie.
I just picked something really simple because I've been out of the sports major for at least
He-
like 5 years.
Hey,
so
you've been
I'm
smarter
not really
than
into like any of this. Some like background music default.
Right.
That's why I
exactly.
played it
Well, that's
lightly
all-
while y'all just talked. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
background
no.
music.
But yeah, I was doing I did a blog on that stuff for high school kids because there was a high school girl that was really upset about not being able not being able to get a scholarship because there was 3 transgender guys
That defended them.
that were racing in the same
And they
sport.
weren't even backups on the goddamn guys team.
Yeah,
That's
or
another
whatever.
thing.
And it was just like, so
Look at the
I did
records.
my research on it and everything. I took the fastest score from the same age group, same age bracket for high school, with the guys and the girls. The difference in speed is like almost a full second. Guys are faster than girls. It's just genetics.
Yeah, of course. I mean, with the,
Dude, science does exist. Even though it's fake science that we all been listening to, there is some actual facts involved in some of that bullshit they're telling.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Well, no shit, motherfucker.
It's all. Yeah, but if I could finish my thought,
You
you
know,
know,
you
it's
know,
because-
Chris gets
Hey,
off
fuck
on
that
one.
guy, man. See, I try to help him out. Nope.
He gets off on it, bro.
I know. It's
I love you, Chris.
yeah, we love you, Chris. But yeah, it's just and it's just genetics. You know, there's a transgender that's she's a friend of the show and everything. She's she's all right. She's a good dude.
I like that.
She actually had
she's a great dude.
Well, she actually had. Yeah, she actually had the
No,
up. I know. I
dude.
caught myself.
Dude is a fairly gender neutral term these days.
That is. It is.
It,
Very
re- it
true.
really
Very
is,
true.
dude.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
very neutral.
Chicks
I
are
say
called.
dude to everyone.
Yeah, chicks are calling
Same,
other
dude.
chicks dudes.
I got a female bass player. I'm calling her dude right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was. I mean,
I call my girlfriend dude.
he was telling me that. Well, it's actually she because she actually got everything cut off
Go fight. Go.
and everything. Yeah, had the whole operation.
I mean,
done.
that's
all what you.
that's
I commend her for it and everything. That's great.
of course.
She was telling me was well, when guys start taking hormones, they lose testosterone, they lose this, they lose that. I get that. This is high school kids that aren't doing that yet.
Thank you.
They're not doing that yet. So they're still a guy, even though they're going, I identify as a girl.
But they're a guy.
Because on the guys' teams, they're getting their ass kicked.
Mhm.
So they're gonna go down.
They weren't
to,
the water boy.
They're gonna go down to the women's team and compete against them.
Yeah.
They're genetically faster.
Mm.
They're gonna beat them out. It's not fair.
Ready for beers, assholes?
And he
Please.
and he
Okay,
loves
thank you.
he loves the fact that this is what I compare it to.
Mhm.
If you want to compete in a sport, you really can't compete with the guys, and you really can't compete with the girls. Get all of them together, and let them have their own team. Let them have their own, like the Special Olympics.
Of course. See, that's what I was getting at. You mentioned that movie with what's his name from Jackass,
Right,
Johnny Knoxville or whatever.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, he acts like he's
The ringer.
Yeah. That's the
yeah.
same fucking thing, dude. I don't give
Right.
a shit what anybody says. That's the same concept.
Right.
Because you're having somebody that's physically and mentally more capable and has probably been physically and mentally more capable of doing these kind of things,
Right.
versus a bunch of people that are on their par, which are on their level of everybody else. Everybody's on a specific level. They
You
understand
gotta
what they're.
have an even playing field.
Yes, of course.
If you want to be fair about everything, put everybody on an even playing field.
Yeah.
Now, if
Yeah.
that person that wants to be a girl,
Mhm.
if he's just as fast as the fastest girl, okay, then it might be an even playing field.
No.
I said might be.
Might be.
Yeah, I know.
Because it might be.
Yeah,
Because maybe he's the slowest guy on the team, and the fastest girl can beat him. But then, what's to say that everybody else has to work 3 times as hard to try to beat this person?
Yeah.
Instead of I just have to be I just got to be just as good or better than the fastest girl on the team, not the fastest guy that wants to be a girl on the team.
I think also what comes with that is like if you think about the only sport that I think should probably combine those two type of things are things like volleyball and
No.
and baseball.
No combination of nothing.
I think that would be
Why not?
idealistically when they come to take.
Volleyball teams.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to be no. My thing is, look, if you want to fucking be what you are, look, in the hormone therapy and all this bullshit No,
there's
that is not the same thing. We
There's
still
certain-
have a bigger, even my little ass.
Oh, of
still
course.
has a
There's
bigger
certain,
wheel
there's
than
certain
yours.
sports.
Of course.
There's certain sports that you can't combine that combines men and women on the same team.
And then you have like
Yeah.
NASCAR where there's a chick that like this is better.
Hey,
than
and that-
Hey,
Right
why-
there,
why not
that's
just make an all
good.
gender league?
Fuck yes.
yeah,
Look,
An all gender
Man,
Jimmy
league.
Johnson for life, dude. My
It is
grandpa raised
still-
number 16 for Sharpie here in town. But
it is still, man, I love Danica Patrick, man. I wish she would have won some shit. I ain't gonna lie.
oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's not my fault. You were the one driving. But, I mean, I don't give a fuck anybody gets mad about that shit.
of course.
But that is a sport, like those type of sports, I'm down with, man. Men and women should be able to. But come on, when you're forcing a guy into a one, look, we're supposed to be all like, I don't know, what is the word, bitches now? I think that's the word. We can't say nothing about no. Oh wait, except for blonde-haired, blue-eyed. Oh shit, you're fucked too. I just realized that. But no, I mean, really, where the fuck have we gone that we're trying to be nice to everybody else, but everybody that's fucking paler than tan is fucking inherently racist, inherently masochistic. Man, shut the fuck up. That's some bullshit, bro.
That is.
We know this.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think we should all just,
Chill the fuck out and quit bitching about people.
right. So what are you guys gonna play? You guys just gonna,
They can play
you
with it.
guys could just go jam something.
What up, Tony?
I was strumming some chords in CNA here. I was like,
What do you mean you're too high to watch this? There's no such thing,
I got
asshole.
Legal. Legal.
Oh yeah.
Tony said he's still high to what? Man, fuck you, there's no such thing.
Tony's always on.
That's like a chord progression I've been working on. So it's like starts with that D, you know what I mean? Like that, I don't know if you heard that Eminem song. I'm just marching.
So right when you started playing, I was like, I recognize that.
You
What
know
up,
what I'm saying?
Dan?
I love that fucking dude. That's just always been that.
Well, Danny, we say hi. And yes, I have a $99.99 quarantine buddy right here, assholes. You can buy this or a dipshit mask from some group you shouldn't be buying from. That's all I'm saying.
I love
Look,
that.
really,
I love what you just
all
said.
I'm gonna say right now is I am really pissed off that you motherfuckers are pushing the fear. Look, I don't care what you motherfucking believe, but the fact of the matter is, you little assholes that jumped on a little bandwagon and put your fucking name on a mask, I'm fucking irritated about you. $99.99. How's that sound? Fuckface.
Like a
Sounds way worse.
slip
No,
knot.
actually, mine sounds way better because I ain't making no fucking money doing what I'm doing, asshole.
And there's no mask.
Hey,
None.
you know what the
Never involved.
on the subject of face masks though, years ago when there was that SARS outbreak, for like a few years after that, there was this like fashion breakout of like people wearing masks just for fun.
And you know what that's about?
I'm kind of excited to see that come back because once all this is clear, people are going to do that again. Except this time, I think the masks are going to be more intricate.
You
Mhm.
I'm kind of
haven't
excited to
looked.
see what happens.
He doesn't do social media. He hasn't looked because every fucking horrible fuckface band that did this within the last couple days, you can suck.
The ones that are putting like names and
Straight
stuff, like
Dude.
Slipknot did it. Let's not begin to
I'm
talk about
so
Trap right
in-
now. You guys heard about what Trap's been doing, dude? Trap, you know,
I'm
fuck.
s- you guys.
I remember them kind of vaguely, and I was
Oh
doing
man,
something
dude. So
different.
you guys know how like in the metalcore scene as it is.
Okay.
It's like so metalcore wise, man. It's all you hear about Trapped right now. They're just talking shit on everybody, dude.
Everybody that works the question.
Yes, the vocalist. What's that one song that they got?
I don't remember their song.
Headstrong, yeah, Headstrong.
Headstrong.
Headstrong,
is the only
that's-
song
Whatever, just to say it, but that's
They got a few more, but that's the
that's the album that made them their thing. But you know, it's like one of those things where it's like that band's talking so much shit.
Bro, they're like a
About
Chappelle-
anybody
they're
that
like a
talks
Chappelle
shit.
They
ripoff.
talk about so many people, man. Like Einstein killed. Like they're just bringing everybody into the mix, and it's really like off appealing. You know what I mean?
I don't
like a
like
Nickelback
people
vibe
that-
almost.
And
Like,
that's my job.
like you know how Nickelback went on there and talked a bunch of shit about Corey Taylor.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, I missed that too.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck cares about Nickelback?
I do. And you do.
They're good
You know
band,
what?
great band.
Yes, I
amazing
do.
music. Great band, amazing music.
I slow danced with Tone Garcia, and I will always love Nickelback just because of you, asshole.
Nickelback is
Yeah.
my shit,
The
dude.
song
I don't
they
give a
did-
Shout
fuck
out
what
to Tone
anybody
Garcia.
says.
Yeah, the
But-
song they did it to was Photograph.
But sometimes
Yeah,
I think
it
it-
was.
Oh my
I think
god.
it, I think it falls under sometimes where your vocalist or somebody in your band is just on the internet just blowing things up and making the whole project look like they have the same opinion. And I think
Right.
that's like something Trap's doing right now. Is their vocalist is
You
on
know
their
what?
Twitter doing the
That's
same
what
thing.
Elon
Hey,
Musk
everybody
It's
does
really
to-
unfair. It's unfair
That's
to
what
the
Elon
band.
Musk does to Tesla.
Right. Yeah.
And that's something that Chad Kroger did
What?
for Nickelback. He went on to he got all drunk and went on to some radio show. And
I
now
am
he's-
down with getting drunk and going on a radio show.
Me too.
Yeah.
And so he said what he
Radio
said, pissed
show.
off Corey Taylor. Corey Taylor got at him. But long story short, I'm pretty sure they're fine now. Money's money, media is media. So,
Right.
You know what? I don't know what he's like nowadays, but I kind of always enjoyed the things that Corey Taylor would say on TV when he would hear about
Oh
things that
yeah,
other artists would
especially with
say.
the mushroom head
He's a
thing.
good dude.
No,
He
I
supports
love,
the local scene
I love
here,
when
too.
Limp Bizkit made fun, or somebody in Limp Bizkit made fun of Slipknot, and Slipknot was like, "Well, some of your fans are our fans. What are you saying about your fans?" And I was like, "Corey, my dude."
Right.
So I don't know. That was like 10, 15 years ago. I don't know what he's like
Yeah.
nowadays.
Corey
He
Taylor,
man.
similar.
He kind of keeps it to himself, man. I noticed.
I think
honestly.
we
Corey's
did
a smart
a
dude.
to a point
There's
where
a lot of artists that are really not
into the
getting
drama.
as vocal with
Of course,
All
opinions
the
They know how
in
dangerous it
general.
is.
Your
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah,
your
yeah.
opinion
it's
is
real dangerous. I mean,
For real. It's
but you could have
social-
your own
social
opinion.
suicide.
it's
You
just
can have your
risky
own
to put your own
opinion.
opinion out there.
Well, yeah.
For real.
But you
But-
can't if it doesn't fit the narrative.
Thing is, I do it all the time.
Well,
I put-
obviously I do.
I put my own opinion out there, but
Of
I
course.
tell everybody this is my opinion.
Right.
It's not has. I mean, if anybody that's attached to me, if you don't agree with that,
Feel free to
Don't.
disagree.
Joe said, "Hey, Steve, bro,
who? Oh, June.
June,
How you doing,
excuse
June?
me, Joe,
How you doing, June?
have you from
Hi.
America to the UK? You
Yeah.
know I love you,
Well,
sweetheart.
no, actually, that came from the UK.
What did?
What?
Yes.
Wait,
Damn.
whoa.
The bird,
Time out.
the bird,
Okay,
The bird came.
I
from
need
you
to
didn't
hear-
know that?
you people want the history.
just like that fag you put in your mouth a second ago.
Yo,
No, I'm joking.
No.
good
Really?
wrong.
No, the reason why they did that is because when the English would, and they did it to France,
I need to know.
or
this
France did it
story.
to England. I forgot which one was which. But what they did, because when you shoot an arrow, you use these two fingers. They would chop this finger off.
What?
No shit.
Yeah.
So they
Holy-
couldn't grab it. So
Oh,
they
that's
couldn't
what
have it.
happened to me.
That's
Is
what.
this
What?
So that's why all of a sudden when they
You
went down,
limey
they go like
bastards.
that.
Is this verified?
So that's what they just they go. They
What?
do that.
For real?
Yeah.
June, you better back this shit up, lady.
it's
You're
like
getting some
old.
parts from
It's like
somebody.
old
That's
history.
June from England.
Is that
From
England. It's a beautiful place, man.
It's places I
Never
don't
been.
remember the name of. What the
Never
hell is
been.
that? Let's do that.
Just do that.
You want to do that. He wants to do that. He might not, but he'll do it
Is that
once.
some weed?
He'll do it once.
No, I didn't. I did that the other night.
Hey, where'd you get that fantastic weed?
Right?
Right.
This is our sponsor spot that we pay for. Hey, assholes. You know what they're charging for a quarter right now at the dispensary? $140.
No.
Come and see us.
Yeah.
Come. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I got you for 60. Hit me
Man, shut the
Damn,
fuck
son.
up, asshole. I'm trying to run my business here.
up.
What the fuck?
Yo, some people,
Man, I used to write him.
You got that?
a knife.
What?
You got like a knife with a
Oh yeah, I got
Why
a
would
big
you
old
ever
knife.
like?
Not a big old knife. It needs to be like.
I got horrible knives. They're
I'll be
not
right back.
good.
Is it cool if I use this? I'm gonna use this anyway.
Don't miss me. I'm going.
There
to
you
the
go,
bathroom.
Holmes. Here, use this one. Don't use them. Come on, Wayne. You gonna do it? Do it.
Yes, you give him a letter opener.
Oh, actually, that is the. I wanted to. Actually, I'm gonna show you fuckers this. That is actually the symbol for the physician motto. You guys know this? They don't either. Watch this. I'll show you.
Fuck, how did I get stuck in there? I'm so confused.
Man, dude, you want some help? Look, you got fingers, man. You trying to make fun of me because he ain't got a leg? What a dick, bro. That's fucked up. See, look, he didn't get hacker about it. So any of you people that did get offended, get the fuck off
Get
of my
the
shit
fuck
because
off.
you are fucking in the wrong place.
I'll get this shit open one way or another. I don't give a shit.
Man, don't cut your fucking finger off, Holmes. What the hell? Man, that was, oh, that's
Is this a sharp knife?
You know where that,
That's a letter opener.
hey, you know where that
Yeah,
product
There's
comes
some
from?
wax right there. It's because the wax got stuck to it. So
That's a good thing.
you see
Oh,
him?
There you go. What?
Dude. Hey, you know why he knows what to do? Because he doesn't get high all the time.
No, because I have age and experience.
Man, I'm only
Yeah, when I was
22,
what? I was maybe,
You know what? Let me see.
I was like maybe
Man.
12, 13.
Oh, you people on YouTube want to see my interview too, huh?
I'm not good.
Yep.
I was just
Yeah,
we cut the thing open, but it's just because it's fucking stupid, dog.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, assholes. But look, I didn't show it to you, assholes. Wait,
There you go. Show to those assholes.
there it is. I don't know if you can see it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But-
Well, I would take a little bit of break on C4OC radio, let them listen to some music and stuff.
Yep, and then we're gonna come
Yeah, then
back
we'll
with
come
these
back.
assholes playing.
Then we'll come back and we'll have
How you like that?
have some more of these
Did you
guys
get it
play
out?
some stuff. So.
It's like
What?
Listen to-
Give me that fucking joint. Here, I got this. Give me
see
this
if you
goddamn
can
joint.
lift it to the-
Look,
Ah, here we go.
holy crap, that fucking stick.
Yeah, dude. I didn't think it'd warm up so quick, dude. I had it. If you know, if you get,
I have tools. I actually have
Put this
tools.
up there. Let's get
I got lots of tools.
that one there. That's what I wanted. That one.
There, you need to
Play some Cure the Curse, some Arch Nation, and Ravenscroft.
That's what we need.
But first we got
Damn.
Astoria.
That's a sticky motherfucking joint. You people should stick
Radio.
around for this because this is gonna be good. Uh-oh.
Fell apart. dude.
Damn! That's a sticky bastard
It was
there.
nice. It was nice. It was nice.
Oh, fucking start off with some Astoria.
Yeah, I did.
By chance?
No, that's what I'm telling these assholes.
There you go.
What? Yeah.
I know.
You do.
You do? I'm yes, I do, man. I'm a stoner, huh?
Alright, this is gonna still be a little. Yeah, I don't know.
I got a box for a reason. It's not for lunch.
I'm balling for a reason, dog.
Oh, this, hey. Oh, there might be a planet coming in here too. This could be part of everything for us. Who knows? This song is searching for the beer. And now they're saying everybody's disappearing because that's coming. Do you remember when I met him before I met you, but right around that time, I was looking at Planet X shit. I was freaking out about it. I got sucked down the rabbit hole. And then I gave it up.
You got stuck in the rabbit hole.
Really? I'm pretty sure every rabbit hole I got going right now is way truer than anything you assholes have seen on the fucking news. I can promise you, I've actually done research and verified.
Patient, you got patient 0606. What's it called? Patient
That's
0606.
oh, yep.
Yeah, right.
Search that shit up online and you'll find it.
Fuck yeah. Steve, he's a firefighter. And thank you for your service, folks. But I wish you would
Is
be
it
a
cool
singer
like
more. I'm not gonna lie.
this?
We're not like this outside or? No, we're lighting that right here. We gotta do that on film. It's gonna
I'll be
that
right back. I
song.
gotta take a piss.
So, be careful. Watch the clowns, home.
I had to wrap
They
this
move
up.
when you're not looking.
Especially the one smoking the joint. He's always moving. I don't know if he's trying to pass or Bogart. I'm not sure.
I think he's just trying to be creepy.
Read my
So I wrapped this in a joint wrap that he had paper. Because when we got it out finally, it was all kind of torn apart a little bit.
One wrapping in the paper.
You said read my
That
message.
sounds like an house one. Like,
I don't even know how.
There's a lot of wax here.
A little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Maybe, no, probably not. Oh, okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Dude, this guy airbrushes and shit. I'm like, that's way too much work, bro. But it's like, yep, I got enough there. Not saving it for you. Because motherfucker, you saved it for me. You did, man, I'm telling you, if you hadn't been here last week, bro.
What did you find out about this
What story? Oh, no. Well, yeah, no. Hey, fuck you people. This is a fucking, what do you call it? Hey, what's that government conversation we call when we give them all their taxes and they do everything? Oh, we're getting fucked without a kid. That's the one. Okay, just kidding. Hey, you guys inform him what the fuck's going on. If he don't know, that's his problem, right?
Where's the trash? Straight here, that's
There's one over there.
You sure?
I'm good.
Come on, Captain Steve-O. I'm fucking, I'm not. I'm fucking.
Hey, he never smokes. That's my
I
guy. No, he does.
You guys remember?
You remember George?
Remember Brian George? Brian George. You guys didn't know his fucking name in the studio. The whole
Oh,
time
the kid I was making fun
that
of.
was rapping in the beginning of our song we played. Dude, he's the same way. He's like, no, but it's so high in high school, dude, that I'd be like, whoa.
No, he does special occasions. So anybody he's gotten high with, better remember that. You guys want to play, you can do whatever you want. We don't give a fuck.
Got one more song. You guys can finish your joint and then.
Man, we ain't finished that one song. There ain't no way. If we do, we have a problem.
I mean, I can finish it.
I bet you I haven't been smoking near as much lately, really hardly at all. I'm actually good.
You good?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Chris?
I smoke with you too. You fucking fast out.
Now with anything I smoke, I'll catch like a mild buzz and I'll be good. It's a real light on it.
Well, yeah, with certain weed, I'll get a contact high more than anything else. Yeah. With certain
Yeah. He's the only dude that really got a real contact high ever in history. Because he ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Everybody else tried to, I'm gonna go shut up.
Don't forget to blow it in the camera too. You gotta give it to.
Which camera? Which one is that
That one.
Both.
Both.
Come on, hit it hard, home.
It's like
Look.
a puff pass, and you gotta kind of go like this too.
I'm gonna show you people something. I hate that motherfucker. Good. I want to show you something. This is actually the doctor fucking symbol here. Okay? This is real. This is fucking actually silver. I know it looks bronze, but it's
It's actually one of
Oh,
the actual things
okay.
that they teach you in school. That makes
you know what the fuck this meant, asshole? This meant do no harm. There's not been a doctor that's been a part of any medical association.
Except for that dude, remember he talked about the baby? You haven't seen that fucking video of that doctor that went live and talked about the baby and was like, dude, I'm so tired of all these doctors doing harm.
And giving them vaccinations.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
you people that fucking get on the C word and they're a vaccinator. Shut the fuck up. You can't prove to me that a vaccine has ever helped anybody. I guarantee you, I can prove you. I can give you more evidence that shows you it does more harm. 75. There was 1 in 10,000 people that had autism. You know what the number is today? 1 in 31. And you know the only consistency is
That's the evidence.
Bill Gates and all that bullshit.
And
No,
that's
that
actually
ain't
what the lie guitar. Yeah.
So anyway, hey, Dr.
I
Dick,
don't really
remember, do no harm. That's what this means. Whoops. I wouldn't blow
me that
anything.
necklace for like a
It's actually silver. I'm sorry.
low accident requirement. Yeah.
Ryan's brother. That's the last thing I got from him. Whoops, sorry, you.
So, man, you got some wax on there, don't you?
You're fucking awesome, huh?
Yeah, it might have wax on there.
What? No, I don't have anything on
I tried getting the
Daddy?
wax out with it. You remember you tried getting me for the wax?
No,
It's not heat activated yet, motherfucker.
It's wax.
I know it's wax. I know what it looks like.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Good job. Yeah, it was.
And
That's actually, and also, for that stuff, that shit is smoke right there, I know where to get it. So I'm gonna tell you. And also, that wax paper is actually, that you can rub it on.
I use
I'm
pure
gonna
wax.
give you guys a wax paper
All
this
this
big.
but I use I
Rub on the
weed
weed.
often, and I smoke all the actual ones that you get from all
What's talking about?
I used wedding pie, the border cake, and wedding cake. So it's like the whole fucking the whole family.
Clear.
So it's like it really gives you a real,
You
real
don't
good
get
taste
by.
all
Come in.
together because it's like a real
Yeah,
family trio.
easy one.
You really tell where each one comes from, and where they're
He loves you, boy.
they're
He just, that's his
what they
favorite
come
artist. That's
pheno-wise.
Hey,
GMO.
Patrick, if this war is Sawyer's approved fucking line, definitely approved. That's his dude, man. He loves the stuff. He has seen so many people. He loves to listen to music, but look at it. Just put your fucking,
Like it.
put your goddamn face on it. Oh, I didn't even realize you were playing it. Ah.
What?
Lockdown could
I
be over
figured
for
it
3
has like a
weeks.
thick body,
In
so
3
like
weeks
that
in the
sound.
UK,
But then
according
it's
to
kind of
Google.
a pain in the shoulder display.
Well, I have a Luna that's thicker. I bought
Oh, my
this
buddy
real
Jake has a
recently.
Luna.
I hope so,
Like it
dude.
sounds.
I don't believe
I
it.
bought this real recently specifically because I wanted an electric acoustic. And I was like, fuck, I just dropped $1,200 on a different Ibanez.
I'm
That's
excited.
electric because I'm recording an album with somebody right now with it. Which actually, we're going to have to talk
We're coming back after this.
Yeah.
You assholes want to play? You can play. And I know you people want to hear him play. Other than me talk, I mean, I don't even like hearing me talk. So whatever.
You don't like hearing you talk, but you're the loudest guy in the room.
Exactly. Why you don't think I don't like hearing my
It's an
talk?
addiction, bro. It's like when you smoke crack, you know that you shouldn't do it, but you can't stop because you're addicted.
Hey, it's
Time
better.
to get this crack.
That's why you gotta go. That's why you gotta go.
Don't do that to me, never.
Don't
That
say
will
you
never
gotta-
end up.
You gotta yell, shut up, or fucking hear.
No, hell, dude, you're still live on everything right now.
Alright, cool. Alright, sorry.
Man,
I try to be respectful, you know what I mean?
man, you need to move this way. I went back and moved that shit so I can see you.
Social motherfucking ass.
I knew he wasn't smoking. I still had 6 inches on him, at least to his side.
You ain't got 6 inches on shit. What do you
I got 6 inches on everything.
He pulls it out like it
I have never,
It's detachable.
I have never failed to satisfy myself ever.
Oh, where the fuck is this coming from?
That's great, dude.
Hey, guess what? The assholes that were trying to fuck with me hesitated and agreed. Hey, lockdown does need to be over. Look, hey, all you people
California's getting reopened soon.
dude, and you know why? Because it was already down there last year. My boy Ozzy Blood that was on our birthday show. He was down there in Long Beach. They all got sick, young kids, for anywhere from 2 weeks to a month and a half. Every one of them ended up going to the hospital. Flu-like symptoms. The old man Rob that I live with here.
Yeah.
76 years old. Last year he was sick from the end of October till fucking halfway through December. I
until November.
Look, my thing is, I don't mind if you want to, if you got compromised immunity, you're young, or you're paranoid, whatever the fuck your reason is, if you got a mask on, I'm not coming 6 feet within you. But I am not fucking gonna live my life by fear. I will not do that. I'm not going to, what's the point? So we're in fucking North Korea, we're in fucking the oldest fucking communists, we're gonna control everything, and everything has been a lie. What really makes me mad is, I figured this shit out from fucking 2 days before
See,
I began.
the way I've stood about the whole thing is I don't personally think that you need to eliminate
Our lives.
But the social distancing we got.
Huh?
Social distancing.
No, and I have no problem if somebody
It's
wants
just why
to do
close
that.
down every? Why close down
All
everything?
right, everybody, we're back here on
What?
C4OC Radio, back with Jonathan and Existmore and Caveman and myself. How
I
you
can't
guys
say nothing because he gets mad and it hurts his ears. Can you hear me?
Well,
I'm just gonna, we do have a poll open if you guys want to see Steve-O and Caveman fight.
Yes.
There's
You
a
know
poll
what?
open. Just say
We'll
yes
Joe
or no
Rogan
in
the
the
fuck
comments.
out of that right there. I will Joe Rogan that whole thing,
Oh,
dude.
no.
Okay, it's
Okay,
gonna be
you
the
can do
breakup
that.
fight.
He can't unless he wants to pay.
I'll pay some fucking money. What do you mean?
Hey, no, you can do the announcement. We ain't gonna charge you. We
No.
ain't gonna charge you. No, but hey, listen. Fuck you. You remember when Tyson bit that dude? I paid $69 and something cents for that.
Way too much.
That's the review I got. Guess what?
Oh my god.
$12,000 and you can have a fight. We could do it for 12 grand, bro. We could even actually pretend we don't like
You
each
take an
other.
ass for 12 grand?
Yeah.
The whole
You take
wrestling
an ass
scenario,
for
dude.
12 grand?
Oh,
Man,
definitely.
up to you.
Yeah, that is good.
Hey, I've gotten my ass
He said,
whooped.
man. Yeah.
I've actually gotten my ass whooped and got my wallet stolen. So technically, you paid to
I
get
don't
your
think-
ass whooped.
I don't
That's
think
fucked
Steve
up.
will have to steal your wallet because he's about to make $12,000.
He's going.
We got split down the
Okay,
middle.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm
Hey, for it, actually.
Hey, if you guys
everybody
want
in
to
the
pay
middle
for
can
it,
choose.
we will do it.
For the change.
Not because we want to, but man, we need some fucking money.
No doubt. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying with the fear thing. I mean, we all can't live in fear,
No,
because it's and we can't live on paranoia either.
no.
Because my view on the whole internet information thing. What's to say it's not all bullshit?
It is
Mm-hmm.
everything.
And so what can you say is actual factual and truth, and what's bullshit? I think it's whatever you decide in your heart and your mind what's true for yourself.
Okay, now.
That's my opinion.
Okay, I got this same thing actually almost right there from what you said from somebody I talked to that I know for a long time, bitch ass motherfucker.
Oh,
and not you. I'm talking about that motherfucker. My problem is why is everybody so mad when somebody questions what's been going on?
Right,
Because
exactly. Right.
The fact of the matter is that number one, yes, I did not. I'm really disappointed that I didn't stand up way long ago and start talking about what the fuck are you people doing? Because basically we've been pushed into a little fucking soft bubble that if somebody fucking comes within 12 feet,
Right,
of it,
right.
it's gonna be fucking
It's
bursting.
offensive and everything
Bitches,
else like that. Yeah,
That's what freedom of speech is. Freedom of speech sucks ass. I don't want to hear some fucking white supremacist screaming about his bullshit. I don't want to hear no motherfucker from Black Lives Matter screaming their bullshit. All you motherfuckers need to quit and fucking take responsibility for yourself.
Oh man, it's
That's the
and
end
it
of
started to build a whole bigotry against Asians in itself. It's a
And-
whole culture.
and-
To have even an American Asian around you all of a sudden offends you, like dude, they were
And-
fucking in China. What the
But,
fuck is wrong
but the
with
fact
you?
of the
Right,
matter
exactly.
is,
They're not
did you
smart.
ever think that? Did you ever think that? You're a way different age group than I am. Did you ever think, because it came from China, motherfuckers, 2014. Don't make me get into the numbers. I got them right here. If you want to, go ahead. But the fact of the matter is, it came from there.
And I think half the people need to stop and understand though that it came from
It started
came
here.
from well.
It
The
started
thing
here.
is that they're calling it the Chinese virus because you have the media pushing it, in
Right.
such
No,
a way.
But now
To
they
where
can't
that's
push
why,
it.
like, dude, you had for so long when this shit was going down in like October or November or whatever, when Trump did his rallies and talked about it, he called it the Chinese virus. You know,
And it
the
was.
China virus. Okay, so and
I
I'm not talking. I'm not talking.
I like the kung flu myself.
That's fucking.
Hey.
But I think people need to stop and
think that's
understand
more-
that
But it's not, I don't mean it racist.
No. But I think people need to stop and understand that multiple flus have been categorized and named based upon where they're
Right,
from.
where they came from. It's
Not
a
based
racist
upon, not
thing.
based upon who, not because if that was the case, I'd call it the squinty-eyed fucking virus. I don't give a shit. Fuck me, man.
Damn, he's a strong kid.
Well, it's okay. So,
But no.
so this corona thing, right? It's COVID-19, kung flu. Then they started saying corona, and corona lost a bunch of money.
Really? Did they really lose?
They
Oh,
really
yeah,
lost a bunch of
because-
money. People were saying don't drink corona because it's going to give you the virus,
Mhm.
and that's the idiocy that's around here.
I know they
Not
should have
here.
known that before this virus. That beer is
Right. Oh yeah, it is. But
personally.
yeah,
My
but
roots. My last name's Gomez. I'm
you gotta stick along.
I don't
with
care
that
if you're
shit.
an asshole. I'll take you too.
I have never passed any essay I've ever been given, dude. I don't know what shit you're talking about.
See, he's.
No. Well, they told him to write a 500-word essay. So he goes, "Hey, essay, what's going on?"
Essay, what's up?
What's up, Holmes?
Essay number one. Essay number two.
This is
I
the
got
hope
500
for the
essays.
future. This is the hope for the future right here. These young gentlemen right here, these motherfuckers that got some talent that are actually using their fucking
Don't put
heads
that
questioning.
responsibility on me. Dad.
Oh yes, I am.
No.
Okay.
If this is our future, we're fucked.
We're
No, we're not.
Are you kidding?
I'm kidding.
In a
Joking, relax.
I was gonna say, man, because I know you know you.
Well, yeah.
Look, but the kids these age, some of these parents, I don't know where you grew up or what the fuck you were
Oh,
doing,
yeah,
but you've
yeah.
been fucking faking it the whole time. If you're trying to tell your kid they should be relying on any goddamn thing, whether it's the fucking government or somebody else, you get your ass up and you do your fucking job. Okay? Now, everything sucks. You gotta suck. Look, guess what? Bullying happens every day, bitch. I'm 22 and it happens on the highway. It happens with whether you own your own business from a customer. You know this.
Oh yeah.
You know this.
Well, yeah.
Personally. Man, quit being bitches. Knock it the fuck up. I just
I
want to
was
see.
talking to me for a minute.
No,
No.
I mean,
no,
I'm not actually.
Yeah.
Most of the people that are watching our show ain't that fucking
There's a
stupid.
poll.
But
There's a poll.
There's
No,
a
you
poll.
should start a Facebook poll.
Maybe-
Just
Oh, no,
Right.
That would be
Yeah.
our little green.
one question or two or 12, whatever. All I want to know is, okay, so everybody that's been screaming about you hurt my fuzzy feelings, and you shut the fuck up, okay? Number one, if you do really want to be socialist communist, I want you to be the first cocksucker that walks up to the guard that's telling you what the fuck you're going to do, and tell them your little feelings got hurt. Because if I still have a phone, which probably it's never worked in history, okay? Stop being morons. We can use parts of that with capitalism, but in the end, if you don't want to work for what you got, I got no fucking use for you, okay? Number one. Number two, no, everybody doesn't deserve everything. Why? I gotta work twice as hard to fucking foot your fucking bill? If you got a fucking problem, okay, I will help you. But no, I'm not, that's not my responsibility. That's my responsibility is to do what I can do to fix my little area right fucking here. And then if I can do that, then I can help him. I can help this motherfucker. I can help him. But until then, shut the fuck up. Period.
Hey,
Okay.
you know what would alleviate that whole system? If we flip from negative economic inductance to positive economic inductance.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because
now-
right now everything is afforded through debt, so it's got to come from somewhere, right?
Right.
So that means.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So
I mean,
that
we're
means.
so we're
that
so
means,
far in debt. It's not even.
So
funny.
that means that every single time that we want to do something like help another person out,
Oh,
that's got to put you in debt.
oh, your mom said, hell
Yes.
no.
And that's because of the government. Now,
Mhm.
what if we had a government that was positive economic inductance? This is beyond socialism, beyond democracy, beyond everything. that would just support people. It didn't ask for anything in return. It was just there to support the living and their way through life. It would eliminate competition and all these fucked up symptoms that we get because everything's supported through debt. So what if we just had a form of government that wanted to help the living?
And then you end up one of those people that's
Now-
kind of politics.
And when I bring up that idea, don't mistake that for socialism. Socialism is still based on negative economic endeavors.
Taking
Money's gotta come
something
from
from
somewhere.
someone else.
Well, you know
that
what?
hasn't
Money
occurred.
is an idea. It's a fucking ghost. It's gone. It's not living. It's not a real thing. We don't have to abide by that. But we can't have a currency system which supports the things that are current in our emotions.
But then you have people
Current
that go into like right
Jesus
now they think
Christ,
that we should be
these kids are
like people think right now we need to be in a cryptocurrency. Like people think that right now we should have all of our shit online.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do when they shut it down?
That's what
Because
I'm
the
saying,
people
man.
that own the oil and the fucking paper money that ain't worth a goddamn
Dude, I've been
thing.
telling my
They
girlfriend,
gotta
I'm
do
like,
it.
dude, I'm gonna take all my money out and put it in my fucking match.
Hey, this next stimulus they put forward, which 3/4 of a trillion wasn't nothing to do with any virus. Okay, it's to do with the Kennedy Art Center. It's to do with giving Nancy fucking Pelosi. Fuck you, bitch. You need to get your ass back to work. I'm done with that.
Just because
But
I
no-
hate that girl, dude. And I wear this shit because I hate that fucking girl, dude. The way she treats my fucking city, dude, is just this democratic shit for San Francisco in itself, dude. It's just fucked up, man.
And both parties, the party system is evil. Straight the fuck up. Red or blue. They're already throwing me into my fucking 80s fucking goddamn hood ass Martin Luther King Washington neighborhood by fucking my political party. And it doesn't matter how stupid either one get, man, motherfucker's gonna throw that blue fucking bandana or that red one up. What in the fuck
You're
is
either
wrong with
donkeys
people?
or you're elephants.
I mean, when you're seeing
Right?
like, end of the story, or you're not.
and you guys give me hope though, the fact that you're fucking actually saying anything other than what you're told to say or fucking watching. And everybody turn that goddamn look.
Or
I
I'm
mean,
tired of the old
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna educate you anymore, or you probably should not be watching me because your IQ points are going down like ding, 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 ding. It's like an old game. But that fucking idiot box, stop. They have lied to us. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I know there's a cold. I know there's a fucking deathly virus. I know that there's millions of people dead, and I know that there's 3. What the fuck are we supposed to be doing with this? Turn that shit off. And number one, when this is all said and done, you motherfuckers need to remember, they need to be held accountable for the fake numbers, for the fucking falsity of the bullshit. They have kept my people in their fucking house, scared on a couch, watching that fucking idiot box. Stop that, and we're done with this.
While the vast majority of the people in the
Well,
world
yeah.
have a clean bill of health.
Right. The thing is only.
And no
But
confirmation.
have you heard about the prisoners though that have smuggled phones up their asses in order to show people the huge ass tents they built in the middle of their prisons, and the fact that they're not feeding their prisoners, the fact that they're giving their prisoners this much soap and telling them good luck because the virus that just started. Have you heard about that shit?
Wait, no, but time out. I'm gonna tell you.
would
They were
never
in
tell us
prison?
about that.
Hey,
for a reason.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Definitely, definitely.
You know what?
That's that small portion
Hey,
of population
time out.
control that takes it
Yeah.
hardcore.
If it's for a
You understand
weed
what I'm
crime or it's a non-violent crime or some bullshit, I'm down with that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been in fucking couple of these incarceration systems, I guess you'd say. And
You can say it.
this is what the governor of this state did here.
Yeah.
Okay? He pretended that he was hoarding chloroquine, which, okay, look, it's not a new drug. It's not a miracle drug. It's not something that Sawyer, hey, did you do that? Come here.
Sawyer, did you make that shit?
Come here.
Or did
I mean,
you
you
sell
gotta
it to the
tell me.
wrong people?
I mean, he might have, but it's been in use for 70 years. The guy that's the doctor that's telling us that we can't go outside, maybe till Bill Gates comes up with a vaccine.
Oh my god.
No, wrong. Every person that is telling us this is fucking attached to making money by making all of us take a vaccination. Now, have you had a flu vaccination?
Because I
I had
recently
to,
had a
of course.
kid, I did go get my regular vaccinations, like for the regular flu and stuff.
Mhm.
Now, when it comes down to this Bill Gates stuff and vaccinations through there,
With trash.
honestly, I personally believe that there's. I think I'll be okay without it. I think I'll definitely be okay without it.
I hope so. I mean,
But
I haven't gotten a flu shot in probably 20 years.
I mean,
Or more.
I my age, you have a kid,
you've been programmed
think-
like
you
I
think-
was,
You
and
think,
I'm
no, man.
a couple days older than
You
me.
think
The
you have
vaccines are good.
you have this precious baby that's immune
Right.
system is nowhere near as strong as yours is yet, and you don't want to sit there and contract anything. That's the only scientific factor in there.
Now, scientific factor that I'm just going to throw a side note on for 30 seconds. A scientific factor that has been created by every asshole in the American Medical Association, the CDC, the WHO, the NIH, National.
You got to remember though, dude.
They're all paid though. Listen,
strong.
30
built
seconds
upon-
on. I had like 18 left. Come on, and I'll let you
Go
go.
ahead.
But listen,
I'm-
this is the problem
It's
I have with, and I've never been an anti-vaxxer.
of course.
But the problem is that they can't prove that it's ever helped anybody. And if it's such a good thing, then why do you have to do it every 1 or 2 years?
Now here's where
Because-
I'm not going to disagree with you and agree with you. I don't get it done. I haven't had it done since I
No,
had a kid.
I mean, I didn't say you had.
No, of course not. No, of course not. For the record, I had not had it. I had not had that shit done until I had a kid, and for
I did
for the
because
fact
of my
for
kids.
the fact, yeah, of course, for the fact that
That's what I
I
did.
just this is a new life. You know what I mean? And in general, I want to be as healthy as I can
And
be
you're doing a good
by
job
state
as a
standards
young father. I
and
will
all of
give you
that shit, dude. I appreciate that. But it's like, so that's one of those things where it's like, your doctor looks you in your eyes and it's like, you don't want anything to happen
Yeah.
early as fuck. Now,
sure.
am I gonna go follow up and get a vaccination? Everything's updated and all that shit? Fuck no, because I did it before the shit happened. Because I take care of myself. I don't eat the best, but I mean,
I eat like garbage.
it's
I
like
do
it's like
eat
one of those
garbage.
things where it's like I don't necessarily do the typical American thing where
Okay, now, this is one thing I want you to do for me. And look, I've had the kids. I got 2 vaccinations I had. One kindergarten because they made me, because they said I had to. That was a couple days ago. That was around, one thing, side note, 75, 1 in 10 plus thousand would get all 2. 1 in 500, or no, 1 in 1,500. Today, 1 in 31. You know what the only fucking consistent thing in that whole time is since 75 in that area? I mean, I'll let you guess if you want to, but and I can't prove this, but the thing is that everybody that told me I should have been getting this and giving it to my kids, and I did, and I'm fucking really mad now. They can't prove that it's ever stopped anything, because the fact of the matter is, okay, so I need a vaccine right now. The doctor that's pushing for all the bullshit that's going on right now, number one, he's tied to everything that will make trillions of dollars. If that's all they're trying to do is fuck us on medication.
And see, listen, I can back up exactly what you said, because it's one of those things to where people get put into it, and I was just thinking about this, people get put into a fear scenario.
Mhm.
People are pushed into it. Like the reason I
And
got
that's
it done
where
was
we're
because
at.
I was fearing. That's what I got done, was I got the vaccine for my kid, ultimately, because I'm not going to get it
And
again.
that's what
But
I did.
because I feared,
I did the
I
same
wanted my
thing.
kid, because they were like, oh, doctors came down on you, or like, oh, and it's like, oh shit, but it's free, I'll go get it then.
Now, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with
I was going to ask you about, because you mentioned something to me about it earlier, which I was glad, because I'd already been doing some research. What did you say? No, why not? About how they, you said something to me earlier about how it's been outlawed. Quinine, I don't know if it's the Q.
No,
you did say something to me about it.
Today?
Maybe yesterday. I don't know.
No.
No,
What I was talking about was the vaccinations that they're doing is Bill Gates is putting in a chip on there.
Yeah,
And if
see,
you
that's
don't
another
have-
story.
And if you don't have the chip in there, you can't go to work, you can't buy
Mhm,
food, you can't
mhm.
buy gas. All that right there, that's all like Antichrist Bible shit.
and
Right.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
And I'm not
Yeah.
even mentioning none of this and
No.
everything I've brought up. You know,
Oh no.
I think, but when you start to
I'm bringing up
understand
numbers and
Antichrist and you start to understand that shit, let's all just strip away from the spiritual
Right.
part of that.
Oh yeah.
And let's go to the fact that the Bible, quite honestly, was made by man,
Mhm.
and for what?
money.
Thank you.
Hey.
So it's like they're gonna fulfill whatever prophecy they've
They're gonna try. Yeah. They're gonna try.
try.
To make it. Yeah.
you know,
One
They even rewrote a bunch.
Buddhism is the only
of course,
one that
King
never asked for
James
that.
version.
Oh yeah.
Like
There's
plenty
so
of
many.
that. Dude, I'm hardcore Mormon. Dude, I grew up
Right now.
hardcore fucking Mormon, and we represent the Bible as well. I'm not now.
Your
I'm-
version of the Bible.
Whitewashed. Twitter.
Well,
I was Mormon too for a while.
the
So I understand.
there is within Scripture. There's the Book of Mormon, and then there's the Holy Bible. At one point, was not the King James version
Right.
within the Scriptures. So
Right.
there is the Bible in there,
Mhm.
but the Book of Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon are two different things because
Right.
you can't. And also, again, you cannot say someone is Mormon because they represent the Book of Mormon. They're LDS. They're Latter Day Saints. So it's like one of those things where you get into like factual, like we represent one book, but we're not. It's like Angel Moroni and shit. It's not like we're called the fucking Angel Moronis.
See,
And
this
he's
is
the one who
my
showed us the book, and he's the one who showed us the Book of Mormon. You
Right.
know, so
Oh wait, no, oh no.
Just
Okay.
relax.
Well,
It's
no,
like,
I mean, go ahead. But no, I mean, I'll go there.
Thank you for telling Chris to relax. He needs to hear that about 30 times a day.
more than that.
50, 100.
no, but I mean, I'm not Mormon like anymore. Like,
Right.
like I'm more denounced, but I
I
I
never,
lived
I
through
never
shit,
got
you know.
into the.
I was ordained. I was
Family?
Huh?
You grew up in a Mormon family?
well, no, I was ordained a deacon, teacher, and priest. Like I went
Bunch
to
in the fist. Mormons raise
Like-
some of the most interesting humans I've ever met.
like here's the thing.
It's
I
scary as
don't
motherfuckers
do
do it all
yeah,
that
shit.
shit.
But I think when it comes down to it, they're another part of the world that's like drawn in from like a Bible.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? From
Right.
a Bible. And like if you think about it, a lot of them, if anybody wants to say a lot of them are controlled and stuff, dude, it's like quite honestly, a lot of it's real underground, dude.
Oh yeah, it's
really-
interesting.
it's-
It's a lot of Lord of the Rings shit in there too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
That's
gold
hilarious.
plates.
The,
There's a lot of.
The
I've
crystal,
only
the
been
seeing
around for
crystals.
less than 200 years.
Urim and Thummim or something like that.
You fucking they thought that Joseph Smith himself was bipolar at one point.
I'm thinking so because nobody
He
else
didn't
ever
wanna
seen
find-
the
he didn't
gold
wanna find-
plates.
yeah,
And the
it's-
magic hat.
And no, well, here's the thing: here's the reason why, and here's the reason why even his closest apostle could see the golden plates was he could only see them, but he couldn't. Apparently, he couldn't
Couldn't read them.
read them because he needed a special magnifying glass that he had to go pull out of his ass in order to
Yeah,
read all of
and
his
then-
language.
hey, listen,
Well, he
but
did
this-
the seeing eye. The seeing.
You know what?
in a hat.
That was
You guys see the
worse.
Book of Mormon by South Park?
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
that
I
is
saw
so
that,
more.
bro.
That is so much
I
more
went and saw
factual
that live in
than
Chicago.
anything anybody ever reads. The Church of the Latter-day
It
Saints
really
Bible.
is.
It's
If
hilarious.
you see
bro. I like
the
that
South
movie.
Park version, like it
I've seen it.
just dumbs it down to like a simplified fact of like I think they were a little I can see it, but they're a little fucking crazy. Like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like why people today being involved in that shit for so long, dude, you think, oh that's you don't think I didn't think that way, maybe other people, but oh that's the way to be, you know, all this shit
Right,
and
right.
all that stuff and like
Well, there was a lot of things that I
Bro,
did
that
agree with.
everyone is
Oh, of
raised
course,
that
Because
way.
they have
Whatever
No
you're raised to
board
believe,
games.
it turns
Yeah,
out to be
they're-
very deep.
their family structure, their family grouping is by far the closest thing I've ever seen to anything as being real in any religion that I've ever been involved in. I mean, they're real. I mean, they protect their kids. They
I mean,
have
dude,
their
even
family.
Satanists have good morals at some point.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, it's about morals. And I'm not gonna say I'm not Satanist. I'm not gonna say like like that. But like
Hey,
some
where's
Satanists.
the holy water hose? No,
Oh,
hey.
wait.
It's
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
be
it's right in
clear,
there.
at least,
Uh,
right?
but
It's gotta
it's
be like
crazy.
vodka.
No, that's fire. That's fire.
But
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely.
why. That's firewall.
But,
That's why it's brown.
Satanists believe like
Or
they,
red, or whatever.
Laday Satanism is based upon some dude that decided that he wanted to think of universes in his head.
And our
assume
Cal
what he
LaVey has nothing to do with Satanism. He's
Nope,
a
no, it
dude
doesn't.
from
Thank
the
you.
70s
Yeah.
that wrote a book and
Right.
made all
Dude, man, you gonna drink the purple Kool-Aid, bro, or what is it, the pink Kool-Aid, or what's it called? You in San
Ask
Francisco,
Jim
drinking
Jones. I don't
Kool-Aid.
know what
The gay
color it
Kool-Aid.
was.
Is the gay
Jim
Kool-Aid,
Jones was
yeah.
the Kool-Aid guy. You know
Kool-Aid
that
from the
shit.
gay area.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit, dude.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's
Well, yeah,
fucking-
I've read,
Same shit.
I've
And
read,
good morals, though.
yeah, I even read the Satanist Bible.
What up, man?
There was
Say
a-
hi, asshole.
Hi, asshole.
Hey,
Hey, Ange, how you doing, sweetheart? But yeah, I mean, I've read the Satanist Bible.
call me, man.
Which one, the LaVey Satanic Bible or the Bible, Satanic Bible?
I read
Oh, whatever. I haven't read a Satanic Bible. So
Not sure.
That's what I'm questioning every
I don't
time
know.
I say
It
that.
had a pentagram on it and just.
That's what I did too, dude.
Guy
I bought
said
one
he-
off
no,
Amazon.
no, I didn't buy one.
No,
Those
I'm
guys-
joking.
Hey, we
those-
didn't
those
have
guys-
Amazon back then. We had to go to a library.
No, I was on.
Yeah.
I was on a
I thought
boat.
you were 22, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he
22.
had.
Yeah.
He
Me.
started reading it.
I'm the ancient one. No, but
No,
it
you're
was
the
it was
other
the
one.
it was the I was on a boat. There was a guy. There was a deckhand that came on. He just said he was a Satanist. What I mean, we were just talking, just bullshitting
No,
around,
I still got some. I don't need no more.
and
Oh, you're cheersing.
I was like, damn.
Damn, man, don't take no.
Okay, sorry.
no,
This
yeah.
sounds serious. I always like
Yeah,
when you
he was a Satanist, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Never really, what's it all about? So he handed me his Bible because I'm not really supposed to give this to you, but you can read it for a couple of days. I'm here for a couple of weeks on another boat. And I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. So I'm not really reading it. I'm skimming through it and stuff, and it's all of it is the gist of the whole thing is you're your own God.
Yeah.
You're your own God.
That would be the LaVey
You do-
Satanic Bible.
Yeah, you do your own. You make your own destiny. You make your own path. And what it says about other people is that okay, if you're good for me, and you're good for me,
I'm not.
and you're not good for me, I should just ignore you like you don't even exist and just pay attention to these people. That part of it, I think, is wrong because everybody's an individual, and everybody can help everybody given the chance to. Now, maybe not in everything, but
Dude, that whole
Majority-
Bible is
majority
based upon
get it.
making people think
Right.
that they need to that they own their own kingdoms within themselves.
Right.
And that's how Mormons believe too. Like, dude, honestly, Mormons essentially believe that they are going to be their own gods. But what do we remember? What do we remember from the Bible?
Okay.
We cannot be gods because there's only one God. So it's like everybody has something contradictory to what the Bible itself
right,
is.
you're right, exactly.
So it's very-
the Bible contradicts itself.
It does.
Dude,
Throughout the whole thing. And that's what I've learned. It's like, so, whenever I talk to somebody, I say, oh, yeah, you got to come to my church. I'm like, nah, I'm good with church. I don't want to go.
I got my church.
Because,
You know what I mean?
and then when they ask me why, I say, because every church I've ever been to is fucked up.
Mhm.
They judge you, they want your money,
Mhm.
and, and the main thing is they judge you,
Yeah.
and a lot of people that talk to you, oh, well, my church's not like that.
Yeah.
It is.
Until you make me
To
stand
a
up.
certain point. Now, maybe not everybody in the church, but there's people in there. Now, granted, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a whole church by one or two people. But it's those one or two people that affect everything.
That's true.
It affects a new person coming in going, okay, well, I like
It's a snowball effect, dude.
It is.
No
Right,
matter
it
what.
is.
No matter what.
And there's that one person that's looking over at you like, what the fuck are you doing here? They see your tattoos, they see your long hair, or the way you dress. You're not in a suit and tie.
That's why
Yeah.
I sit there, and ever since I was a kid, I was like, I told my parents, I
Hey,
was like, hey,
move
Carly,
your ass up, man. I keep moving my goddamn camera. You keep getting.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to relax, man.
Oh yeah. We
Keep
I
giving
mean, you can be
Keep
relaxed.
giving the
but
cripple
goddamn,
Get the cripple of Christ,
You
man.
know what?
I'm this camera.
Yeah.
I can
Cool.
No, this is fuckface.
Fuck. I thought that was fuck
I
this.
thought that was fuckface.
No. Hey, you assholes need to get my fucking what the hell?
Oh, we did.
Oh,
We did,
no.
man.
I thought I lost. Hey,
Fuck
this is
that.
my quarantine buddy. $99.99. Free
Quarantine.
shipping.
Plug it in there real quick, yeah, Chris.
Hey, I'll get you a picture of Cos Fancy that she'll sign personally to you for another $99.99. How
That's
you like that?
Oakland Raiders.
What?
What?
No. There's no Raiders anywhere. He's a Chiefs fan. Look, he's got a tattoo. I covered it up. Fuck
I
you.
think I see
Hey,
Yeah, he actually covers it up.
I do.
I'm sorry, man.
Whatever.
I thought I saw a piece of
Hey,
shit.
I'm a Bears fan,
Yeah,
but
he's well.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be a Vegas Raiders
Yeah,
fan.
the owner of the house is Raiders.
No, it's fair.
I'll be a
I got it.
Vegas Raiders fan because I wanted the team here. But when the fucking Bears come here, bitch, don't think, hey, all you faggot ass motherfucking Raiders fans, check it out. I'm coming down. I got fucking like button ups.
I don't know how the Raiders are going to think that Derek Carr
Jackets.
is a franchise quarterback over Tom Brady.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
How are you going to say
See,
Derek
that's
Carr?
young. That's young.
They
Because
couldn't
number
afford
one,
they couldn't afford him.
I do believe that
Well, with the
he
draft this
would've-
year, I mean, they can afford whatever they want. If
I
they're happy.
believe with any half-ass fucking coach,
We
Tom
got, like,
Brady
this
would
much
have
cap
been a
room.
good quarterback. I do believe he would have proved everybody wrong, like Aaron Rodgers technically did.
Yeah.
I do believe this. Now, get the fuck out of here.
With Tom Brady?
Yes,
I
dude.
don't see Tom Brady doing
Look,
anything.
I don't care how much he's eating.
I'm just
Giselle
saying, you look
or
at
fucking
Tampa
Brady.
Bay. You look at Tampa Bay, and then him as somebody that wants to make some money. You look at Tampa Bay, and then you look at the Raiders.
Okay. Now let me give you real history. Okay, I looked at Tampa Bay. You know when I looked at Tampa Bay? When the dumbass Raiders fucking idiot out
Lost the
before
fucking
he
Super Bowl.
died, fired dude because of a shit call.
Didn't they play?
NFL
Did
bull
they play each other in
for the
Super Bowl?
tuck rule? Dude, if it wasn't for the tuck rule, the Raiders would have been. Dude, what do you think? And he hates the Raiders. I mean, he's got it on his
Of
skin.
course, dude.
He
I
hates
don't
them,
know one person
but
that's
the thing is
mentally
that,
saying that like the
dude,
Raiders.
As much as I love Tom
I
Brady, he's
used
been
to.
on the Bears. He's
Way
done.
back in
It's
the day.
disgusting. I used to like the Red Sox too. It's okay.
I never really.
Hey, I'm a Cubs fan. I got nothing to say to nobody because they.
I'm
were
a San
always-
Francisco fan. Everything,
And
man.
why?
What
You're
do
not
you
even
mean?
from Illinois.
I know.
He's
He
not even
is.
from Illinois.
They
He
got
likes
the
the
Bulls
Cubs.
You don't gotta be from. You don't gotta.
and the
I'm
Bears.
not from Kansas City, and I love the Chiefs.
I lived in
You've
San
been there
Francisco
though.
for 5
You've
years
went to
though.
see it, so
I lived in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I've lived
See,
in
but
Missouri for a little
But I'm
while.
from Illinois, and the Cubs suck 95% of their careers.
They always
It's the curse,
have.
though.
Hey,
But people just love them for some
Between
reason.
the-
just win.
I guess they're just a cute
Yeah.
team. I don't know.
they finally broke the curse. Look, this is my thing. Is
So
that
do the Royals a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Well,
They,
but the San Francisco
they
made
suck.
Royals their bitch because we sweeped them, and then we got a no hitter too. We got a no hitter. We got Bumgarner, Madison Bumgarner got a no hitter.
man, you still fucking move your ass up, huh? I'm not
What's
giving
up?
up again. Hey, so what do you? No, he's good there, but not here.
No, he's good on
That
that.
is about 15.
You're good on
26.
I think they understand my grade.
Oh,
This is good.
And I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
listen,
lie, I'm
we
pretty
had-
buzzed. I forgot
when we
completely
had,
what I was talking about. Hey, at least I'm honest.
We got, like it took us 50
First
years
caveman, everyone.
to get to the next Super Bowl.
Happy anniversary,
But every
bitches.
year every year we just got closer and closer and closer. We had the Hank Stram curse on us for a long time.
Oh,
Hank Stram said when they fired him, you're never going to win a Super Bowl without
and they should have.
him.
Can we throw that away for you?
And it was
No,
just,
I like the way it looks right there.
it was
Oh.
really, it was really bad. I
The,
mean, we had a hard time
make sure it's facing the camera.
every year, but every year we started getting
Product
better,
placement.
better and closer. And
And
closer.
Andy Reid
So
finally
last
beat
year-
his curse.
Right.
What
Last
you
year,
got?
this is what I said last year. Okay, so the year before, we went to the finals, the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
And after
Okay,
this,
we
we're gonna make
lost
these
that.
assholes play some music
We
because
lost
I know
that.
you people are sick of hearing me talk,
Well,
not him. Go
last,
ahead.
Well, we are.
thank you. Anyway, so
You're
then,
They're gonna sing songs.
Oh, you're
for us.
welcome.
so shut up. So yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we
We'll play
won.
Freebirds,
We
yeah.
went to the AFC Championship. We lost in overtime. Okay, so we went that far with a bye. I'm like, okay, so we broke our curse with a one and done because we always go to the playoffs and it was just one playoff game and go home. So we won the first playoff game and went to the championship, and we lost the championship on that one. So I said the next year, look, next year, if we even get there, if we just get to the Super Bowl, I don't care if we win it, I don't care if we lose it, we win, and I'd be happy. Either way.
Quit trying to molest me, Chris.
It went one,
You're weird.
then it went the other one, and then it went the championship. When we won the AFC Championship and we won that game, I'm like, okay, there ain't no stopping us. And we came back from a double-digit deficit on each game. And when we did it in during the Super Bowl, I was like this the whole game. The whole game. On the edge of my seat. My phone was
And it
blowing
went
up.
bad.
Everybody was blowing me up. You know, when we were losing. It was like, oh, this, oh,
Talking
that, oh,
shit.
that, talking shit and everything. And I went, game ain't over. That's all I said. Put my phone down, didn't answer that. When it was over, and I went, fuck you guys. Sent a mass text out with just that. And
First time ever.
Oh, yeah. I was so fucking happy.
Hey, the thing about your team is, there was times we watched like the first playoff game or two together. I went to you with the bar because
Yeah,
it was your team.
you met Christian Okoye with me.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, that dude.
The Nigerian
Nightmare, bitch. That dude is
Nightmare. Look him
badass.
up. Look him up. Nigerian Nightmare. That was a badass fucking
Salute to you. Never my team. Bears. That dude was somebody I knew his name way back in the day. He got so underrated.
Oh.
But I got to watch the first two playoff games with you, and the third one we didn't get together, and I seen your team was losing like right before half by like 2+ touchdowns. I was like, I'm not calling him. I'm not saying.
I know, dude. Don't do that shit.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I did not do that.
Oh, yeah.
I never.
He was the
good
only
friend.
one. He was the only one that didn't call me.
Good friend.
Oh yeah,
Good friend, dude.
he was the one that didn't call me. Everybody else, man, people from up in Clear Lake calling me.
So now don't even people that don't even have the same teams, don't even
Right.
fuck. Hey,
And you don't
People
even
that don't even
know.
like football are calling me.
I
Going,
hate people
what's
like
up with
that,
that? I'm
dude.
going,
That's a horrible bad.
come on.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's why everybody hit me up, dude, after we lost the fucking Super Bowl, dude. Every fucking, because I'm a huge 49er fan, dude. I got the shit fucking tattooed on my fucking arm, dog. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you were young, man. It don't count.
No, I'm talking about right
People
now.
are-
I'm talking about what just fucking happened. I'm talking about the big kick in the balls that Jimmy Garoppolo just got.
So how did Sherman recover from his burn mark?
He's Alex Smith
I
better.
don't know, man. What?
What?
do you mean?
Oh.
When he got burned.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Every man play.
What
That
happened?
You guys got like
Go.
Tyreek Hill is a fucking goddamn
I think hey,
monster of a fucking asshole. What do you mean?
you guys
I don't
are
touching
done
him
with-
to begin with.
Hey, listen. I think these assholes are done with politics and sports and all the shit that we shouldn't have been talking about. And if you assholes
No, we don't talk about it. Our
Revolution.
we talk about
the
everything.
revolution.
Everybody
dog.
knows that.
No.
I mean, look, whatever's going on, what you motherfuckers want to talk about, you know we'll fucking ask you.
Or they ask us, and then we talk.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You know what the fuck we mean. Or yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You know what we
Don't
mean.
worry about it. Don't worry. Hey, listen.
Oh.
Hey.
What the fuck was the name of that
Hey, what up,
motherfucking
David
drink?
Cooper? You know how
Oh,
much
man.
oil is now? Price of oil?
Don't even tell me under 30.
What?
Don't even tell me under 30.
Oh, dude, it's way under 30.
Dude, you know what that means?
It's 39 cents a barrel.
Yeah.
Why
am I still paying
Um,
$2.60?
We're all gonna die. Okay, listen. This is the thing.
No, it's 209 where I get mine.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
I need to
It's
go to that part
30
of town.
cents. No, $30 a barrel.
It's 39 cents a barrel.
No, not possible.
Yeah, it is.
No way.
It's very possible.
Well, show me. I want to see this because I'm gonna tell you right
Look
now.
it up. What are
No.
you?
So,
Because you're the one that fucking told me. I
Because I already
fucking
saw
told
it.
Hey,
Oh, what do you tell everybody
hey,
else?
I'll find that out. I
When
need
they
to go to
say,
town.
Hey,
okay,
but
well,
I will-
Oh no, you go look it up.
hey, no.
Look it up for yourself.
You, excuse me. Do you want me to get out my shit? Really? I don't. No.
No, I'm just saying. If
No,
you want,
no,
I don't
stop,
have
stop,
it right
stop.
on my phone. No. Stop,
30
stop,
cents
stop.
a barrel
It's
is
39
not even
cents.
fucking real. $30. 22 years ago,
That's-
working in the oil field,
What,
if
no?
it went under $50
You went how long
a
in the oil
barrel,
field?
what?
How long in the oil field?
7 years.
I've been in the oil field for 25 years.
30 cents a barrel.
That's what they were.
Let
That's
me
what they
see
said they were doing at.
I'm not gonna lie. No, you.
I saw an article. I was skimming through and I saw an
And you
article. on it.
watched didn't know.
It was
That's right.
just- it was
30
just a
cents. You
ring
missed the decimal.
No, it said .31
Nope.
or 32, whatever.
Nope. Not possible.
I don't give a fuck.
If
That's
the
what I
whole-
saw. I don't. It's on the internet, so is it real? I don't know. Is it bullshit? I don't know.
Don't say it if you're not researching it, Hall. Sorry.
It's my fucking opinion. It's what I saw. That's all I said. Why do I have to not say something because you don't have an actual fact on it? Because everything that's on the
it's
internet-
bullshit and totally
What-
false.
what-
You were in the oil
Do
field
you
for
know?
so long.
Do you know that for a fact? That
Yes,
it's
I
actually
do. It's
false?
not 30 cents. You want to bet? I'll bet you whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care, man.
You want to bet? No, but 30 cents would be the end of the world economy.
How would it be the end of the economy?
Because 22 years ago, if oil went under $50
That's
a
22
barrel,
years ago. What about
and
now?
it doesn't. So it's going to be less. Stop. Oh my God, dude, really? 30 cents a barrel?
Okay,
You know
so-
better than that. Stop. Stop.
Oh, so okay, so if I say
Stop.
something,
Stop.
really?
No, because
Really? Okay, you stop. Stop. All right, let's get some music going.
30 cents.
That's what it said. I'm just telling you what I read.
Which you didn't look at it.
I didn't know. I didn't read the whole thing.
So
I
why
saw-
would you? No,
That's all I just because that's what I read. What the fuck, dude?
that's why everything's fucked up now. Because everything reads for a half second or watches on TV and throws it out. And
So it's thrown out there so people can look it up.
No.
No, wait, why not? So people can look for themselves and see what it actually is.
The point they'll take is your 30 cents a gallon barrel. And that's the end of the world.
No, it's not the end of the world.
It is.
No, it's not. It's the world ending right now.
It would.
Did the world end?
If it was 30 cents a gallon,
I'm done
every
arguing
world
with you, okay?
economy
Done.
would be done.
Stop.
Exactly.
Stop. Period.
Motherfuckers, do your research before you fucking
Stop.
Stop. Don't do that to me ever again.
Don't ever do that to me.
30 cents? Fuck you, man. Really? Because you motherfuckers ain't paying attention to what's going on. And you don't know the real fucking facts. And then you want to look at me like I'm fucking stupid. Fuck you, bro.
Wow. I guess nobody can have an opinion like that.
You know that song in Civil War, literally like the same, almost like the same.
Yeah.
progression.
I'm listening. Just because I'm not there don't mean I'm not listening.
But you know that's like the same progression as Civil War, right?
I don't know what Civil War is. The song, anyway. I read books about the Civil War. If they're true, then I know anything about the Civil War. But those books weren't true, then I don't know shit about Civil War. Whiteboard. says Sweet Licks.
You know what that's from, right?
Sweet Licks.
I wish I need somebody to say what that's from. That's John 5, man. I'm fucking. I forget. Okay.
Okay, I was wrong. Listen, I read an article that it just said I saw oil barrels 32 cents a gallon or 33 cents a barrel. I was like, wow, okay. I just was skimming through it. So yeah, I was wrong.
I've been there, dog. There's plenty there.
No, I don't mind. What pisses me
Dude,
off.
the internet is what pisses me off.
Yeah, and that's what pisses me off too. Because who's to say everything that he knows to be a fact and true and factual and all that other bullshit could be fucking a lie.
That's true. No, I feel it, dog. I definitely get that shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm still high.
I don't care. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I love you, man. It's all good, man. It's not your fault. If everything is going wrong, everybody just falling for this bullshit. I can't fucking do it no more. I'm starting to do my own.
I was trying to apologize.
No, bro, I love you. Listen to me. I love you. I love you more than me, but you kept me alive, okay? But I'm done. Tomorrow I'm doing this. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's gonna be bad. I'm probably gonna be banned from Facebook. Nice knowing these motherfuckers. I'm done with the fake ass bullshit that's been going on. It got you. It's got you, bro, and it's not because, man, that's a good song. But no, it's nothing to do with you, Steve. You know that, bro. I love you. It's never anything to. It's just all the fake bullshit that's going on with the people we know. I'm done with faking it.
But that thing is where I got that was just it was a post.
I know, but
it caught my eye
when you
for a
said
minute.
30 cents, dude, that fucking rocked my world.
I know that's what I saw though.
I know,
But I'm
and
looking
that's
at
why
the
I don't want
That's
people
why-
doing that.
When I
And
looked
it's
at the
not
real
you.
oil prices. But no, if people want to know if that's true, they can go look it up.
But they won't. And
That's
this is why
That's
we're
why-
stuck with where we're at.
That's why when you were outside, I looked it up. I said to everybody,
No,
"What's
dude,
wrong? It's
dude,
not
I
30
don't,
cents."
man, bro. It's not you. It. You know why I'm mad.
I know.
Because you know what I look at. You know what I fucking see.
I know.
And even if you don't like fucking liking it, Who the fuck is calling? Man, hey, listen, bitch. I don't need nobody's help to tell me about my friend. Okay, fuckface. Hello. What? 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 Don't you fucking ever call me that again, asshole. What did I tell you last time? Do not. Goodbye, bitch. Do not ever call me that. Nope.
Tell you what. I didn't hear what you said.
Good.
Okay.
These assholes probably didn't know. Call me by my full name, bitch. That's my government name.
Dang, man.
No. Yeah, you can hear me, and I'm glad. Do I give a look? Are you fucking kidding me? You can hear me? You really didn't think you couldn't hear me? Come on, man. Stop. Really? No dice player. Stop this, okay? There is no point in time I'm gonna tell you anything goddamn different than what the fuck I'm telling you right now. Period. So anybody that thinks that, you better rethink your relationship with me. That's what I'm telling you.
That's pretty cool, man.
Not him. You motherfuckers know I love that asshole. Look, I'm poking him. Look. Can you see me shaking his nose? Yeah. You know I love him. He's the dude that's around me the most, so he gets the fucking brunt of what I do. It ain't his fucking fault. It's my fault, assholes. And I really don't care if you like it. I was yelling, no shit. When the fuck am I not yelling? Oh, for the love of Jesus. Come on.
Here, this is what I saw.
Yeah, I like that, homie. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
What?
That's what I saw at first. I didn't believe it either. I glanced at it.
Look, and no, it wasn't because I was mad at him, okay? Listen, you guys don't understand. I do lots of fucking research all day. And he's telling me shit he thinks I should know that he's seen. And
Well, no, it's just, I don't know.
No,
I didn't know if you've seen it or not, or heard anything like that.
And that's the thing. You send me stuff that you're like,
Yeah, but
you don't send me barely anything.
Yeah, I didn't see
But every now and then you didn't. But the 30 cents, dude, I'm telling you, when you said 30 cents, my heart crashed because I knew the world, not just ours, the world economy was gone. And I knew 22 years ago, once $50, it went below 50, they shut the oil field down. They would lay us off, boom, like this.
Oh, I know.
We can be, and,
Well, yeah,
and you did, I mean, you did it on the boats and shit. But it wasn't because of him, and fuck any of you that think it is.
Yeah, no, it's just.
No,
We always.
he gets the brunt of my shit because he's the only fucking dumbass that stays around me that long. Honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you, and you motherfuckers know.
Yeah, you guys want to see the paper?
That dumb shit does too. Actually, this kid might be getting close too. But man, hey, Candy, shut the fuck up. I don't even know what you calling me trying to tell me shit like that, and you gonna tell me shush, Skippy. This is for you, chick, right there. Oh, actually, I'll give you the finger I can use.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys, it's been a really great show. Thanks for coming on, and
Oh, really?
being a part of our insanity. Well, no, that's yeah, he's leaving. But I do appreciate you guys, and you guys' input is really great.
No, yeah.
And it's always good to have.
I stay quiet most of the time.
Yeah.
All political
Fucking
issues
guitar
nowadays, it's like
players.
walking in minefields. It's like, I don't even know.
And it shouldn't be political right now. It shouldn't be. Hey, check it out. We got an alien. Remember that Ronald Reagan shit? We got an alien invader. It attacks everybody. But this one's invisible too.
You're invisible.
They're all invisible.
Okay, so
They all have
hey,
changed.
isn't this the time we should be coming together though?
That right there's yeah, it is.
Is this not? Hey, look.
Always is the time that we should come together.
Right. This is what I have to do. This is not the
Are you
alien.
making
we're
an
looking
alien
for.
fuck my face or something?
Yeah. I'm doing something
Get
like
right up on me. That's what I'm
I love
into, I
that
guess.
kid.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But no,
look,
this ain't the aliens.
Yeah,
What
this
the fuck
is.
is on his wrist?
Oh,
Pabst Blue Ribbon
that's
ribbon?
for Apollon from Chaos Bender and Smashing Out.
Yes.
Pabst Blue
You know
Ribbon.
what's funny is everybody went to the Area 51 thing and nothing happened.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
Oh,
They all-
we went-
you know what they did? They went and I heard what they did. They had 5 people run to the gate with their cell phones, just running to the gate.
They didn't go
They
past
got-
the gate, did
They got like 10 feet from the gate, and all they saw was 50 calibers aim at them, and they stopped and ran the other way.
Number one, you people shouldn't be leaving your mommy's basements. Okay, I'm sorry, but no.
Now, granted, I do think that we should use the shuttle and go land on the moon again. Why not?
We can't
Why not?
because they lost the math. Somehow from 70-something they erased the
They can
tape.
land
A
a plane,
VHS
can't
tape, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been before No, this is why we can't go to the moon. They erased the data on either the reel-to-reel or the VHS. They erased it because NASA was saving a budget. Man, fuck you people, lying-ass assholes.
Well,
When did the government save a budget?
that's what I
Never.
said. What they ought to do since they have the
At the
space
expense of their
shuttles.
people is when they do
They
that.
have the space shuttles.
Which
the space
is,
shuttles, the space shuttles are just like airplanes, pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's true.
But no,
Land.
the reason why is this
Well, I know,
is
yeah,
They-
with all the math and everything.
the biggest NASA, what do you call it, engineer, the number dude. Well, all of them should be number guys, I hope. But no, their biggest reason is why. Because when we did it, they made some calculations. And I don't know if you motherfuckers know what the dude's name is. Actually, I'm kind of disappointed I don't. I should know that. Van Allen radiation belt. And they don't know, we can't make the trajectory. That's why we haven't we launched 1,000 satellites into everywhere, but we can't land one on the moon. I don't know. And no, man, I'm not into that. Hey, look, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we landed on the fucking moon.
They sent shit. They sent shit to Mars and Jupiter. Or, no,
Right,
Saturn,
but we
Saturn.
can't land a ship.
So I'm sure they can figure out the moon again. If they want.
Well, no, that's what they tell us.
It's the closest.
But
fucking
this
planet.
is the
Yeah.
reason, though.
Yeah.
They tell us that they erased tapes and the math was lost. Okay, so that was like a couple days ago. Like I'm 22, and
That's probably
I'm
not
like,
true.
did
I don't
we?
know. They landed on the moon before I was born, so if you were
You are
Did
22.
you
aren't
do
you?
something?
You're
It
22.
was 69.
I said that.
You're
I actually
22.
just looked this up like a day or two ago. Yesterday, I looked at the moon landing. 69.
60.
Yeah.
I was 4.
Well, I wasn't born yet, so fuck you.
Well, there you go.
Good number.
22, I definitely wasn't born yet. But even still at my regular age. Yeah.
Right.
The other one.
Yeah.
No, but they cannot. I thought that was a joke, and I was like, fake moon. You people are stupid. The only thing I've seen that's consistent is the dude from NASA says they erased the tape because they were trying to save $1 or $2, which NASA or our defense
Armstrong
has never done. Oh, he freaked
Yeah,
out.
Armstrong. He flipped
Dude.
out on a couple of people. Goes, yeah, I was up there, but I'm not going to talk about why I can't go back up.
And then the last couple interviews he just did, guess what he said? Not good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Well, he's getting up there in age too, so
Hey.
it's kind of.
Oh yeah, and I mean he's old, and he's probably maybe wanting to tell the truth because he don't remember what money is. I don't know.
He doesn't give a shit anymore.
No.
Probably.
Yeah.
Man, if anybody thinks that we're the only thing out there in the universe, you're
Oh,
a
yeah,
fucking
you're
bigger
insane.
idiot than I am because wow,
I
the
think so,
universe
man.
is fucked if that's the case.
I mean, if we're the only life in this universe, and I know our universe goes all the way up to, well, it's actually a planet again now. It's
F
Pluto.
you, Ed. What's
Right.
up?
You know that we could. I mean, if we're the only ones in this universe, I mean, there's other universes.
Any
out there.
universe.
You mean solar?
Come on.
No.
We are
Just in our
We're
little
definitely
little
we're in the
circle.
solar system.
We're
Right.
probably the only ones
which
here.
is thousands of stars and a couple planets supposedly, and then we
Right.
drop a planet
That's
and have a
But
planet.
look how young this planet really is compared to everything else that's out there.
nowadays. And
They don't want us to go. We don't
they're
have to
probably
go.
trying to. They're probably it's like a really expensive thing, and there's at least one planet caught up in their orbit.
Mhm.
So
At
there's how
least
many
one.
stars in our galaxy? So it's like which ones are going to be worth going to? Because what they're trying to find is other life, not just a planet full of minerals. They want to.
We are the youngest planet. Congratulations, sweetheart.
That's hard to
What the
say.
fuck are you?
That's hard to say, though. Because we're kind of on the outer edge of our own.
I think we
It's kind of
are.
hard to say if we're one of the youngest.
You know what? No, but you know what
Well,
youngest
okay.
means is fucking millions of years or a couple fucking millennia. I mean, what is it? Because everybody says, "Oh, we did this carbon dating." Bitch, just because something happened in the last 80 years since you started it.
Relation and numbers over some period of time. But the universe has been going on for how long?
Mhm.
So your statistics really don't mean shit. It just means like
Exactly.
recently you found out this was happening this often.
And
Okay, how much you
anything-
change across your
Well, you know,
lifetime?
climate's always changing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that, look
It's like
at
global warming. Of course, that's what's warming and cooling.
And we
warming
should
cooling.
be
It's a living
responsible.
thing.
whenever date that chart, the ocean chart was actually made. What they do is they have a compass rose that's in the middle of that, and what they do is they have a variation and they have a variation in that compass. Every so many years, you have to either add or subtract depending on where you're at in the hemisphere. Depends on where you're at in the hemisphere on how much you're either going to miss. You're going to minus the variation, you're going to add the
I'll
variation.
probably spill it or something.
Variation. So, and it varies every year.
Yeah.
It varies by either, 0.1, 0.2, a half degree, a whole degree.
Yeah.
Depends.
The sum of the axis.
Some of the accent, yeah.
See, that's what I like about you,
Mhm.
is the sea knowledge and see, like, I thought he was just a fucking dude, Steve J. Steve-O was just like a name.
Mhm.
I didn't even know to a fuck, what was it? I mean, kind of mentioned in passing, but a year and 3 months after we were doing shows together.
Mhm.
And then you say it, that's
Fushan.
Fushan. And it's weird stuff because I never knew. I love where you sell like the fucking where they lift up the water.
The Panama Canal, lots.
Right.
Yeah.
Explain that shit. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, tell them what the hell's going on. I'm talking about because
Well,
nobody
yeah, we're
remembers.
to go from the Pacific Ocean to the Caribbean Sea. So they made this big canal. So when they close the locks up, close the doors up, they fill one up with water. You raise up so far, they open up another section. You go in there. Those doors close, they fill up some more. Then you go up, and that's how you go up the hill, like a gravity.
It's like going up the pyramid from one side to the other to get down.
Well, you're going up a mountain on one side, and you're coming down on the other, and you're just lowering yourself down. Coming out, so they're gonna have to close your locks to make sure it floods up. It floods up enough to you can your boat raises up, and you can have the same level that's in the water coming out. So you raise up, and once you go in, they open up the gates again. Sometimes, and there's no tide coming in or out, which is about an hour of that. They open up the gates, and you just drive all the way through because the water's the same level.
Because of the high tide, low tide thing.
Right. It's right in
was
between
trying to
times
Google-
before it starts to raise.
I was trying to Google what the name of that movement was, but it's like the movement of Earth's axis
Mhm.
as it spins, because it doesn't just stay like exactly.
Right. Yeah. It's never at one.
It always get like
Yeah.
it kind of goes.
It
up.
Yeah, it wobbles
They have
on
a
its
name
axis.
for it.
Yeah.
They
It was,
have a name
It
for
wobbles.
I forgot what it
I was
was.
trying to remember the name, but Google was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's like, what?
Just call it a
You're not
wobble.
allowed to
I'm
ask
like,
Google
was somebody
certain
coined a
questions.
term
Yeah.
for it? Though. I want to know what that was.
You asked Google a smart question.
Yeah, that was.
That's what fucked it up.
The black one. It's Google, except the background
The
is
what?
black instead of white. It's called Blackle, and literally the only reason they made it was to use less energy on their screen instead of like a bright black.
You know
bright
you can
white
change
light.
that on your screen, right?
Yeah, you can do it on your screen, but dude, like why?
I know
But
that.
why? But why?
Let's
Bro,
go.
when you're a corporation, why do that when you can make another page and make even more money? So
Right.
they made Blackle the energy saving Google. Now they can advertise on 2 websites and do the same fucking thing in a different
And
color.
guess what,
That's
asshole?
genius, bro.
You're
That's
paying
genius.
3 times
And
now.
people
So
do
you're
it.
paying 1.5 times. That's all I'm saying. It's the same asshole that's pretending they care. Stop. Look at
All
numbers.
corporations want is money, man.
Facts. Hey, look,
They don't have
facts
to
suck. Numbers suck.
Right.
You know, we both know. Look, man, all I'm saying is I'm glad 2.2 million of you people are not dead because I'd have at least one less listener. Okay? But
Maybe.
no,
That's not
I mean, look, facts and numbers can be skewed, but if you go back and do yearly, annually numbers, even when they fuck with them, you can figure out where they fuck with them. And as much as I hate to say that, because I hated fucking math. Once I fucking figure it out, be a rocket scientist, obviously, Jesus Christ. But I mean, I'd like to know things that fit. And even though numbers can be skewed, it's way less than TV or audio or whatever fucking medium, print. And look,
They're not
I have no
they're
problem
not
with
worth the
anybody that
fuck.
has the compromised immunity and young kids or older people. Look, I say and factually, and if anybody can fucking prove me wrong, we can do a Facebook Live right after this is over. The fact now, which they don't have the test kits for, which are 60% best case scenario, to 22 people, it's still half of the fucking flu. If you want to wear a mask, if you want to do 6 feet, I have no problem with that. But you people that fucking are scared because we're actually doing research and not watching CNN, that kind of disappoints me. Honestly, it really disappoints me. Look, if you can prove my facts wrong, I have no problem with this. Please, for the love of God, I want my facts proven wrong because all I've seen is fucking bullshit. And I can promise you this right now, there ain't a news network, not Fox, not nobody that can fuck with my numbers. So, I mean, just use your own fucking head for the love of Jesus. We have half of their fake cases. If you're offended by this, fuck yourself and go back into your hole. I'm sorry. And he does not agree with this. C4OC Radio, not Revolution Radio, not even Caveman approves this message because it's fucking true. And that is not allowed, people. I'm sorry, but God damn it. Would you fucking people read?
Hey,
Yeah, I know.
calm that
It's
truth
brutal,
down,
bro.
sir.
It hurts. Dude,
We're
it
gonna have
hurts
to
my
calm
heart.
that truth down, sir. We're gonna take you in, be some special
Oh, Facebook. Hey, fuck you, Facebook and YouTube. Hey, bitch. If you can
Alright.
fucking, all I want to say is anything I've said tonight, if you can fucking factually show me anything. And also, when you
people.
try
And
to
we will
tell
not
me
listen
that,
to you.
hey,
You won't get a chance to speak.
oh, no, if you can prove me wrong, for the love of God, Facebook, YouTube, all you little bitch ass motherfuckers, but I do one that every live video of people that I know going to hospitals around the country from Italy as New York, and the same hospital has one person in them. Stop. Question what you're fucking seeing. Jesus Christ. I know, and the fact that I'm the guy telling, I hate being this fucking guy. And I can't prove myself wrong. If you can, you're welcome to. Please. Anyway.
And with that, listening to us.
My pleasure.
All right, Jonathan, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
I know you guys didn't get to play a lot of music, but you guys did a little bit.
Cool conversations.
I fucked it up. Sorry.
So on the
I'm
next
not pointing
episode, we'll have him like tied up and his mouth taped, and you'll still hear him talk more than anyone.
That's pay-per-view.
You just might get that WWE pay-per-view fight. All right. No, but it's all good. Thanks everybody for joining in and listening to the C4OC Radio, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. My belly,
Candy,
YouTube.
fuck you.
Okay. All right.
And I
man.
mean that.
We will see you guys later.
Not in a good way.
All right. Love you guys. Peace.
Hey, look.
Whoa.
You read them last two comments. Man,
Tons of
fuck.
hearts.
Oh, yeah. Hearts now. You wish. You ain't got enough money. Woo.
Sass.
Sorry. Goodbye.
Sass on this
So,
young lady.
I'm pissed off, man.
Yo, dude, where's your bathroom, dog?
What?
Where's your bathroom?
You don't get to use it.
Right, seriously.
Oh, wait.
Cripples allowed.
Hey, you guys want to go to the bathroom at Holmes? That's pay-per-view.
Quit
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hey, wait. Asshole.
Yeah, dude, you
Oh,
private?
hey.